I don't practice with them. Oh, is that what they call it?
Wow, this guy fucking sucks.
Showing their resilience here.
That's what I get. Dude, I don't care if I lose though. That's the difference. I actually get more mad when I lose to AI.
Oh, he's playing with a female character.
Maybe I should like do some training before this just so I can like refresh myself.
Yeah, maybe you should, you fucking idiot. This guy's trash, dude.
Oh my god, why do I keep wasting my meter?
I put my microphone really far away from me, so I turned it up, but apparently I didn't need to. Look, this dude, he's getting wrecked. Thank you to Knock, who super chat $2, and he said muted. Pop was streaming, dude. He had to pick the females to protect his family. I do manual. I own like 2 of them on the Wii. Oh no, but I have a warrior wear on the 3DS and the.
Robert, get off my channel. This is illegal.
And the. Oh shit. Unfortunately, I have been threatened with a lawsuit. Oh, so I don't want that album cover to ever pop up. It's a good game. Okay, I'll be back in 1 second. Alright, so I have a new setup wherein I moved my my gameplay monitor closer to my other monitor for Sekiro last night, and I was able to actually re-chat and play at the same time. Usually, see, this is what you guys don't realize, is that before I had to pause the game completely and then turn my head around. That was the only way it was possible to play Yoshi's Island, but I figured out a way. So yeah, that should be pretty cool. The only problem is that my microphone is very far away now. It's on top of the TV. I would say it's a good like 3 or 4 feet, but it sounds like it looks like you guys can hear. So that's good. Yeah, I've got two I've got 3 monitors technically if you want to count the professional video monitor. Yeah, it says monitor in the name. From the it's from the 90s, but it still counts. Tips would definitely solve the problem. Hello, Cooking with Kyle. Jaeger, the Forgotten Locale Manual Ran. Guy, Chico con tus nombres. Con dos nombres. Rogizi. Dead Scold Manual. Carl, of course. Philip Leak. Fififona, OK Doomer Pharaohs, JC, Frog Fred, alright. OK Doomer, Kami, no Sheepai? I never say the last part of your name because I don't know what it says. Darkman Lord, Dead Scold. Hello to everyone. Thank you to Knock for the $2 super chat. Hi, Perk Cobain. To Knock for the $2 super chat.
So this guy, the super chats, I know
He says, let it be known that Blooper hates the silent majority, and 2 angry face emojis. Now, no, actually, I love the silent majority, but you're part of the loud minority. That's a problem. Yeah, it's the 3rd one. Trials of Mana. Or Seiken Densetsu 3. Or San, maybe. I don't know how you say it. And then Yosef said, bro, my mother and ex-girlfriends thought I was insane to sleep with a Yoshi's Story long play. Cherry loves to sleep next to it too. Am I insane? No. Because I actually listen to a lot of stuff while I'm falling asleep. I listen to gameplay throughs. I listen to true crime. So no, I think a lot of people listen to stuff like that. Yeah, I beat Trials of Mana. I beat it on the Switch when it had the first official release. And then Guy with 2 names has to say, did you just call all minorities loud? And yeah, the minority. Favorite Legend of Heroes game? Well, I've only played 2 so far. So, I think Trails in the Sky I like the most so far. But I need to finish it. It's pretty difficult, dude. And then, yeah, so I played the first one, the Final Fantasy Adventure. Was it even called Final Fantasy Adventure in Japan, or was it called like Seiken Densetsu 1, or I guess without the 1? But yeah, I'll finish it. I'm in the middle of the playthrough right now. It's very exciting, dude. And I've been trying to play it on stream, but my computer's very uncooperative. And thank you to Cooking with Kyle. Oh yeah, thank you to Cooking with Kyle for the super chat, the $2 super chat. I appreciate it, dude. Play Elden? I can't play Elden because I haven't beat Sekiro yet. And I have two Soulsborne games that are just sitting there. Yosef, my old games I still look up to as heroes was A Secret of Mana and Thief the Dark Project. The story still holds relevant even today. I'll check out the Thief the Dark Project. I didn't know. I'm not familiar with that game. But Secret of Mana, believe it or not, I haven't played Secret of Mana. I've played the first game and the third game, and I own Legend of Mana for the Switch manual, but I haven't played it yet. Which one? Sekiro? You rage quit the final boss? Did you ever go back to beat it? Like DSP and Persona 3? Alright, well, ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately, we have to watch DSP now. We had a good time with the gaming discussion. Thank you, Knock, for the $2.50 super chat. Says poor man's daily tithe. I appreciate it. And let's see what DSP has been up to today. Yeah, today's pre-stream, it was very wild. DSP was acting like a wild animal. But when isn't he acting like a wild animal? But before we watch the pre-stream, Pandalea is absolutely Asian. FYI. Maybe I should play Secret Mana on stream. I don't know, there's too many games I want to play on stream right now. I can't play them all. It'd be impossible unless I stream 24/7 like DSP. Highline. Cat Meme. Declan. Thank you, Yoso, for the $5 super chat again. If you do look up the game Thief, look up the cutscenes. That game taught me to use the powerful momentum. You're a hero even if you don't want to be. That's interesting. I will look it up. And Pandalea is not Asian. Let that be known. Pandalea is not Asian. I know that Per Cobain does. Oh, look at Zambi. Zambi's my favorite stream chatter. No offense to everyone else. You call me second. Anyways, a video posted by I didn't even like it. Posted by Blooper World Order from today's night stream of Horizon Forbidden Vest, because he doesn't get the vest on it anymore. Knock is actually my favorite chatter. I forgot. I haven't played no, I haven't played Xenogears. I've only played what do you call it? Xenoblade. Xenoblade 2 and whatever it was, the expansion to it, which were really good. But yeah, I need to play Xenosaga. I just got into single player games like 3 or 4 years ago, and I got into JRPGs, which is like the worst thing you can do, because they're all like 50 hours long. How am I supposed to beat all of them? Thank you again, Yosef. Thief Gold cutscenes. By the way, I noticed that you're a kind streamer and care what people say and actually interact. Weird how that arrogant slob. I'm assuming you're talking about DSP. And I agree. DSP is he's not a very interactive guy, even though he claims to be. And we're seeing that a little bit in this video that I'm gonna play right here. Thank you, Yosef, for the super chat. It's weird how he calls them the chill interactive streams, and they are, every time he says they're chill and interactive, they end up being like the most toxic streams he does. Thank you with Kyle again. Thank you, Kyle, for the $10 super chat, dude. That's very generous. I appreciate it, man. And Legend of Dragoon, I've heard of it. Hey, isn't that what Anne's playing right now? It's like a PS. It's a Sony. It's a Sony exclusive, right? Or like a Sony. What am I trying to say? First party game. It looks pretty interesting to me. Yeah, that's another one I gotta play. And no, I haven't played Metal Gear Solid 5, although I do own it. I got it from Humble Bundle, I believe. So I do own it on PC. It's one of the PC games I have to play. So it's pretty high on the list of PC games. I'm not a huge PC gamer, if you know what I mean. I don't know why. I like consoles more, but I do have a PC that can run games pretty decently. So I'll play it. That's where I'm playing Legends or Trails in the Sky right now.
All right, cool.
All right, hold on. I gotta turn up DSP.
Tonight's Horizon Forbidden West stream. First of all, thank you for the engagement. 75.
So I gotta rewind that.
All right, cool.
I am.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are 1 hour into tonight's Horizon Forbidden West stream. First of all, thank you for the engagement. So this guy does super chats, and now he comes in and starts insulting me.
Sends
Fuck
an
you.
extremely toxic super chat. He says, "Humble bundle these nuts." Now listen, I will. Thank you for the $5 super chat again. I appreciate it, dude. I don't watch any YouTubers, unfortunately. No, I guess Ann. Ann's my favorite YouTuber. No, Rydrake. It's one of those two. JC, guess what? I don't care. I prefer consoles.
75 likes in the first hour. We have over 200 people watching. It would be great if we can get that to up to 100 likes. That would definitely help the channel on YouTube search results for engagement, all right? Thank you to everyone who has contributed tonight, including while you were sleeping, as well as Kevin for the super chats. Thank you to
Frogger had that black YouTube VTuber.
We have another hour left, okay? I'm just going to be doing story, as you can see. It would be great if we could get some more contributions. In particular, like I told you guys at the beginning of the stream tonight, I really need help with tips right now. I've got my day off on Monday, and then big bills coming up right now.
When does they need help with tips?
So tips would be preferred. Remember, if we raise $50 tonight, it'll be the Gunner glasses.
Tips will be preferred
today.
today.
If we raise $100 tonight, you get to pick a silly hat for me to wear, and you guys know all the choices, including the pilot hat, the cowboy hat, the Pikachu hat, and a ridiculous, over-the-top,
a lot of very silly hats.
I almost forgot. So thank you in advance. Guys, please, if you could, please continue to support the stream.
I love the silly hats.
I appreciate that. Mark, no, I'm not on any pain medication right now. Gamer Guy, just did a super chat saying we reached the tips
Philip,
goal.
I'm
no,
good.
We did not.
No, I don't watch
completely separate from tips.
UFC.
Maybe I just completely
Although I heard
missed
people
out,
talking about it, so it must have been
Thank you,
entertaining.
Gamer Guy, for the super chat, but that does not count toward tips.
I only watch
it's completely
basketball.
Different, contribution method. Sorry. Okay.
Oh, this is a good one.
Them all. I don't know.
So this guy sends him $5 Canadian and says, "Reach the tips goal."
They're completely separate from tips.
Oh,
Just
no.
saying we reached the tips goal. No, we did not.
No, we did not.
These super chats are completely separate from tips. Maybe I just completely missed them all.
Yeah, we're gonna worry with the squid
Thank you,
hat
Gamer Guy,
tonight.
for the super chat, but that does not count toward tips.
Yeah, LeBron got like 52.
Completely different contribution method. Sorry. Okay.
And Jalen Green better, of
go.
course.
Eternal says, do you think people constantly mention things like tips and income to annoy you? Yes.
Yeah, I don't know what happened here.
Yes. Like I said, it's none of anyone's
Yes.
business to mention it but me. Here's what you guys can help with. If you want to say, hey guys, like the stream, that helps Phil.
The tip goal is unfortunately
Cool. That's something
$2,000
for free that people can do.
today. So.
It's something that likely you've already done, right? That's fine. But to sit here on the stream and be hypocritical and be like, people should be tipping to support, and then you're not tipping. Here, let me put it this way. Before you say once, oh, you should tip or do a super...
Why does no one... Think about any other streamer that has the same reach as DSP does. Like, let's say 300, 400 viewers. Does anybody go into their chat and talk about how we need to hit the tip goal? We need to, guys, come on, we need to put on the hat. No one does that, and because nobody makes their streams about tips, DSP's the only one that does that. He's the one that made it all about tips. He made it all about money. And TBH, I'm sure, like, a lot of people that go in to just talk about money, yeah, there are definitely a bunch of, like, there's a lot of trolls in that group. But there's a reason. It's because the streamer's the one that makes the stream and the culture of the stream.
You do it first, then you have the right to possibly bring it up on the stream. But to see people be completely
and you have to tip that. Oh my! What the fuck is this?
Support when you're not doing it, that's ridiculous.
Dude,
I
what
need a
the
compressed
fuck?
air capsule. Who has it?
I'm terrified. I can't even. Oh my god. Okay, well. At least I can start the pre-stream now. So that was DSP's Horizon stream tonight. As you may have noticed. Go for it, Emmanuel. I know what it is, Lime. You. God damn it. Hello, I'm a villain. Oh, it's Almighty Fraga. One of my favorite streamers. Oh, no, he shouldn't be here when I'm playing Yoshi. I should play another thing. Hold on. I gotta get rid of some trash really quick. Oh, never mind. Sorry, I've been taken care of. Anyways. So yeah, DSP ended up with $60-something tonight for Horizon. Things are looking very negative and very toxic. Apparently, so unfortunately, I did see some of this pre-stream in Piece of Pieces stream. So, as you guys know, I am the honest streamer, and I try to give you the raw, authentic reaction. But his worst rant in here, I did watch. Just pretend it's still raw and authentic, though. Have you, Manuel, I have, but that was mainly in, like, I don't know, I feel like people grow out of that. Some people don't. I feel like people mostly hate on Nintendo, like, or hate on Nintendo for being, like, a kid's company, like, at a certain age. You know, like 13 through 18 or something. But, yeah, I haven't met anybody like that recently. Thank you, Pharaoh's Anonymous. Says, don't leak my IP address, Bluebird. I can't tip you, so I just have to ask really quick. Can one of the mods make sure to delete Pharaoh's Anonymous's IP address off of the list that we have on the secret mod Discord? I would appreciate it. Thank you.
And welcome to the pre-stream podcast. How's everybody today?
Yeah, they're all ages.
So this guy does super chats, and now he comes in and starts insulting.
Why does he do the intros twice? Probably because this specific intro is way too short, so for some reason he plays it both. Yeah. I don't know what else to say.
Welcome to the weekend. Today is Saturday, March 5th, 2022.
No, there's no secret mod Discord. What are you talking about?
From playing Elden Ring today after playing it the last 2 days and having a blast with it, by the way. The game has definitely opened itself up and changed a bit because of my build and stuff. We'll talk about that on the podcast today because I have some important stuff for sure to say about the Elden Ring playthrough on today's pre-stream podcast. Today is an interesting day because today...
Hey, yeah, Jaeger.
For the first time in a while, Skyrim returns to the main
Hey, Cat the grocery bagger.
Be the major focus of today. For those who've been following the playthrough,
this must
I'm
be
sure
your LinkedIn account.
Because Skyrim is a playthrough that pretty much carried the entire month of January, when there was next to no new releases at all.
I'm just gonna go.
And I kind of balanced the month between Resident Evil 4 and Skyrim, and by far Skyrim was the viewer and fan favorite. And people absolutely loved it. That I was doing open world exploration, interaction with the viewers, basically.
Oh, dude, look, he's crying. I made him cry.
Right? It really felt like it was a special vibe.
I feel horrible
for the streams.
now.
Especially, notable that I hadn't played Skyrim since it released.
Parma, why don't you
so here I was
look in the description and message me
10 years
on
right?
Discord.
And it was pretty
maybe
awesome.
I can invite you to the secret mod Discord.
It was pretty awesome.
You're talking about
absolutely it was.
Fraga.
And I had a great time.
Guy with two names.
So, in the month of February, sadly, it had to be scaled back.
Look how much better I am than
Fraga.
Fraga.
Disappointed with that.
It's amazing.
A lot of people wanted Skyrim to remain a main gameplay stream in the month of February.
No, it's just
it's
a maze.
Just think about this.
I'm
in
gonna
a span
embarrass
of a
myself.
month, Pokemon Legends Arceus, Sifu, Dying Light.
I'm just
2,
kidding, Fraga. You're
Horizon
a much
Forbidden
better.
West,
You're a genetically
Elden
gifted
Ring.
gamer.
All in 1 month. There were actually more playthroughs that I was interested in doing, like Martha is Dead, that I had to say, sorry. There's no possible way that I can be playing these games at this time.
No possible way.
Because there's too many new releases. In addition, if you guys remember, I had been doing Game Pass stuff relatively regularly. And that I had to put on the back burner. There was also the release of King of Fighters 15, which took over for my weekly Street Fighter streams, but then it ended up being a huge flop for me. So, basically it was chaos, right? So this guy, by the way, Grog,
super chat,
not
now
really...
he
comes in and starts insulting me. Fuck you.
Hey, thank you, Kicking with Kyle. He said, what are the differences between Famicom and Super Nintendo? There are none. Except for one looks different and one doesn't. One of them's just the Japanese version. It has a different name on the thing and it's a different color. But yeah, other than that, they're exactly the same. Actually, if you have a Super Nintendo, or a Super Famicom, I guess, you can open up the console and just take out these like little things inside, these little tabs, and you can play any game from like Japan or America. It makes it region free. So yeah, they're the exact same thing. What are the differences? Go ahead with the differences, Captain Lego Man. I mean, the controllers. There's one of them's concave, one of them's whatever else you call it. Yeah, I'm actually too much of a purist to even rip out anything in my console. I think there's like a. Does the Famicom have like a different extension? Something? Apparently, there's some differences I'm not aware of. Captain Lego. Oh fuck!
Grog, this is a lot an impersonator. I'm just gonna ban them now. There's
Never
not really
mind.
Grog
I
in
got
the
this.
chat. I'm just gonna get rid of them before they even start any problems. Fucking idiot. Okay. So it was pretty fun the month of February. Don't get me wrong, but it was also very hectic and chaotic. And sadly, Skyrim had to become night.
I do
Now,
have one.
Here's what
I'm
happened
a villain from
with
when
Skyrim
I was
during the month of February.
a kid.
Okay. Skyrim had been my major
I think it was my
highlighted
sister's,
streams in
actually, but
January. It
whatever.
had actually
It's mine
the
now,
most
bitch.
attendance in a lot of cases than all the other streams that I was doing. You know, great engagement, great support. It was actually the Skyrim streams where I started convincing people to like the streams for engagement here on YouTube.
I was looking at chat. Nice so fresh.
When those streams went to night streams, they were still great. They were chill fun. It was
Nah, it
perfect
feels
fit
bad, Doc.
for a night stream, but absolutely the attendance and sadly the support fell off. Why? Because a lot of people who were watching the Skyrim streams weren't able to attend it as a late stream. A lot of people live outside of the United States, especially if you live over in Europe. You guys are many hours ahead of me. I'm on the west coast of the United States, so we actually have the largest possible time differential of anyone living in the United States. I'm way to the west, and you guys are way over there to the east, so you're way ahead of me. So me playing this on a
Terrible
late
news.
stream,
I only have one
sadly,
life.
I ended up losing about, I would argue, half the viewer base for the playthrough. Now, the good news is people continue to watch it on YouTube. There is still support for it. But it was actually disappointing when we had such a good thing going, right? That because there were so many new releases that I had to make that decision to put Skyrim on the late streams if I was going to continue to play it. And then we ended up losing a lot of the viewership. Today, it comes back to the mainstream. All right, and I'm actually planning on doing another major stream of Skyrim this coming week before the impending release of WWE 2K22. So, what I would hope
Oh my god.
is that there will be people who will come back, who maybe have watched Skyrim back in January, were kind of disappointed that it became a late night stream in February, and perhaps they'll come back to these streams here in March. Okay?
I don't know why they're
now,
in
I'm
prison.
not
They must be-
guaranteeing you that
God
Skyrim
damn
is
it,
going
dude.
to be,
What? I fell right through it.
you know, a mainstream all March long. It may be on and off, depending on what happens with releases and the like. Right now, the
What?
only
Game
major release
over?
that I'm planning on playing in the near future is WWE
Go fuck
2K22
yourself,
this
Miyamoto.
Friday. Outside of that, there's a maybe the
Nintendo
next week
lost
in
their
Final
way.
Fantasy Strangers of Paradise, but I don't know if I'm playing that or not. And at the end of the month, there's 2 new releases I'm definitely playing. There's a new Kirby game, and there's
was
Ghostwire
input
Tokyo.
lag.
Those are definite. Yes, I want to play those. Okay.
Maybe I'm lying
So
about
there's
playing
a
on the
few new
CRT.
releases this
You
month.
guys
For
want
the
to know?
most part, it's going to be progress in Elden Ring, right? It's going to be Skyrim. It's going to be WWE. And then there's going to be the conclusion of Pokemon. There's going to be the continuation of Horizon Forbidden West. There's going to be Street Fighter. That's basically what I'm looking at right now, okay?
Fuck this game.
There's no guarantee that with a new release like WWE that I'm going to be playing it at length. I might play through the showcase mode,
I
mess
think
around
that
with
was
dabble in
rad.
another mode, and that's it. I don't know. We'll see when it comes out. It's the first WWE game in many years, but I'm happy to be able to bring Skyrim back to you guys today as the main gameplay stream. I really liked the vibe we had in January. Every time I played it, it was relaxed, it was interactive, it was chill.
Is that true,
It was-
Declan?
but it
Thank
was
God
fun. Every day you don't
Thank
know what
God I
you're
got
gonna
the
run
one with
into,
this
what new
video,
quest, what new characters, right? What
I actually
new
didn't know that
companion,
when I
will there be
imported
epic
this
boss
one.
fights. Will I get a dragon mask? Will I get a dragon word, right?
You
A
mean
shout.
from like an Asian massage place, Forgotten Locale? Depends on how much
was absolutely
he
awesome.
pays.
And I can't wait to jump back in today. I think this is going to be a great stream as long as you guys are ready to interact and chill, because that's what made these streams great in January, was that we had that level of interaction and fun together when I was playing the games, and I
Yeah,
wanted
what
to
does
maintain
vibe
that,
mean,
obviously.
DSP? Can you give
So
us
I
the
hope you guys are
definition?
ready to relax and have a good time with me today in Skyrim now that it's back on the mainstream, okay? And then later tonight, it's going to be Horizon Forbidden West, now being a late night stream for the very first time. I would hope we will get people to come watch it tonight. At this point, it's
Hey, thank you again, Cooking with Kyle. Phil snorts are almost a means of telling time. They are a constant, and isn't that what you need to tell time? You need the constant. So, we can make a new clock. It'll be even more precise than our current time telling measurements. It'll be amazing.
So this guy, the
Not
super
to say
chat.
that.
when he
Thank you
comes
for the
in and
super
starts
chat,
insulting-
Cooking with Kyle.
Fuck
The
you.
other one.
How can I say it? Am I disappointed? Yeah, I'm disappointed.
I
that
do
people
love Yellow
basically
Yoshi.
Are not giving Horizon a chance. I actually feel it's an insanely good game. The more I play it, the more I like it. But the more I play it, the less people watch it or give it a chance. I'm not exaggerating. When I played this as a 4-hour stream the other day, 3 of the videos still have not hit 300 views on DSP Gaming. 3. That's unprecedented. That never happened.
That's pretty
Seriously.
funny. Yeah,
Even on the slowest playthroughs, the oldest.
I looked on his channel and this dude has he had 200 views on some of the Horizon videos. It's pretty amazing.
games I play, I never have
The
seen
positivity is insane.
views that low. Not that it's a huge deal. Views don't really matter to me. They don't really affect much at all.
Then why are you
I don't
talking
really
about it?
buy views or anything anymore like I did 10 years ago. But that's wow, concerning. No one is giving this game a chance.
Technically.
I'm already halfway into it. So I'm not just going to quit on the game now. I'm definitely going to keep playing it. But it's now going to be a chill night stream. But by the way,
Hey, I'm not
the game
falling in
itself
this time.
definitely lends itself to an interactive atmosphere. Because the game is completely open world and you're going all around these different environments and stuff, 100% you can definitely chill with me when I play those games. This
You
game
can
in
definitely chill with
particular.
me.
And I know for a fact there's going to be some cool stuff
This
coming
is
up
where I died.
that I know are going to be some pretty awesome, things. And I hope that you guys will join me for it. Seriously, I hope if you have not given Horizon a chance, I hope you will come up to tonight's late stream at 6:45 p.m. Pacific time and give it a chance. Okay? Maybe you've avoided the daytime streams because you always felt, it's not good enough to really be a 3+ hour stream. Give the 2-hour late night chill stream a chance. Seriously. If you don't like it, you don't like it, right? And that's okay. But at least give it a shot, I think a lot of people have completely written it off since
DSP,
Elden Ring came out. It's no.
Well, people don't want to. It's their time. It's their life. They don't have to come and give something a shot if they don't want to. To what end? Just to make you happy? Is that why they're supposed to drop whatever they're doing and go watch you play a fucking game?
No one talks about it anymore. It's a dead game. It's not.
And Horizon.
I just think it's.
Who's saying Horizon's a dead game? Are people? If people are talking about like that, it's like the Twitter people. It's not no one in reality is saying that Horizon's a dead game. That's nonsense, dude. It's God. Does anybody know if God of War is supposed to come out this year? It's either the number 1 or the number 2 release of Sony's year. So, exactly, Cooking with Hell. And if I don't want to talk about this too much, because I think he might end up saying something stupid. I have talked about this more. But Cooking with Hell says, hell, I'm still playing Death Stranding. And DSP, he has some weird mindset about everyone just buys the new game on release and then drops whatever they were doing. That's not how it works. I haven't bought a single one of the new games. The last games I bought was Pokemon. And now I'm playing Yoshi's Island, dude. Look at this. I'm playing Yoshi's Island from what's this from 1993, 1992, 1994 maybe, something like that. It's an old ass game. Come on, dude. People aren't hype beasts like he is. The average gamer isn't a hype beast.
It's bad timing.
1995.
That a game like
Damn it!
this, that's about
I was
a
so
40+
close.
hour open world story-based game. Sadly, came out the week before Elden Ring, and there was no way to beat it before Elden
I'm a
Ring.
fake
unless you
Nintendo
literally
fan.
rushed through it and skipped half the content and skipped, you know what I mean? Really didn't care about the story. So I hope you will.
Oh, Blaster Master.
Join me tonight.
That's even older. That's a decade older.
If you don't like it, you don't like it, and that's okay.
Yeah, what is it?
All
What
right?
does
But please come
story-based
and
game
check it
mean?
out. All right.
How is Horizon a story-based game? At that point is Super Mario or Yoshi's Island is a story-based game because there's a story. Because you gotta save the baby Mario.
Now tomorrow we will go back to Elden Ring. as the main gameplay stream. And tomorrow night will
Hola,
be more
Diego.
Horizon, and then I'm off on Monday. Tuesday will be Elden Ring and the probable conclusion of Pokemon Legends Arceus. Wednesday will be more Skyrim as the main gameplay stream, paired with more Horizon. And then Thursday will be more Elden Ring and maybe more Horizon, because it depends if
Yeah,
we need more time
exactly.
for Pokemon or not.
To me, a story-based game, yeah, it would be like a Life is Strange. You know, one of those type of games, like a walking simulator kind of type deal.
We'll find out.
Not
And then
Horizon.
Friday's the release of WWE 2K22. All right. Okay. All right.
Oh,
now,
how did I walk right into that?
ladies and gentlemen, I have a few things that I need to talk about. Okay. A few concerning things. The first is my health.
A few concerning
Alright?
things.
Out of nowhere yesterday, I woke up and my back was hurting. Now,
Exactly,
not
Mateo.
my previous back injury. If you remember, many years ago when
Yeah,
I first started on YouTube, I told you guys
What's that
I
thing
had a
called?
debilitating back injury. In my lower back, I had a severely herniated disc between my...
Detroit Become Human?
I forget if it was the R4, R5 vertebrae. It was my lower back, and it was basically very concerning because this was the vertebrae that this disc, if it malfunctioned, could destroy my ability.
Hey, French fries. Don't you worry, dude. I'm not a fan of open worlds. I don't know why. I prefer being handheld, being told where to go. I don't care how hard it is. It can be hard as hell. But I prefer knowing where I'm going.
Ability to walk, it could destroy my ability to control
I do play
my
some sometimes though,
bowels.
like
It was basically
goddamn.
one of the worst
Oh, wait, no,
possible
that's
things
bad.
that could happen. It was severely herniated to the point where it almost burst.
Red Dead
And I had to
Redemption
make
2. That
several
game was
life
great.
adjustments in order to accommodate this back injury. When I was first a YouTuber back in the day, I basically wasn't very mobile. I'm just gonna be honest. Like, I constantly had shooting pain and numbness in my legs, and because of that, I couldn't really drive long distances. It always had to be like little short spurts because
Why was he not able to drive long distances, but then he was able to ask other people to drive him to tournaments? Oh god, I hear the police siren, dude. What the fuck?
I would get pain and shooting pain in my legs. How you gonna
What,
drive?
what the hell's going on? What the hell are you people talking about?
Ladies and gentlemen, I have a few things that I need to talk about. Okay, a few concerning things. The first is my health. All right.
Like your
I don't
parents'
know
health,
where
right?
yesterday I woke up and my back was hurting. Now, not my previous back injury. If you remember, many years ago when I first started on YouTube, I told you guys I had a debilitating back injury. In my lower back, I had a severely herniated disc between my... I forget if it was the R4, R5 vertebrae. It was my lower back, and it was basically very concerning.
Cooking with Cow, I have no idea, dude, because I'm playing the real thing. I think it's fine. No, I mean, honestly, I do think it's fine, because sometimes it would get annoying in old games, because you die, and then you wanted to practice a section, but then you kept on dying, so, I mean, I don't really care, TBH. I mean, honestly, it's probably better, because a lot of people don't... Well, actually, maybe it's not better, because then you have people like DSP who completely abuse it.
Because this was the vertebrae that this disc...
What is an R vertebrae? I would like to know as well.
If it malfunctioned, could destroy my ability to walk. It could destroy my ability to control my bowels. It was basically
DSP's
one of
gonna
the
shit
worst
all over the
possible things
place.
that could happen. It was severely herniated to the point where it almost burst, and I had to make several life adjustments in order to accommodate this back injury. When I was first a YouTuber back in the day, I basically wasn't very mobile. I'm just gonna be honest. Like, I constantly had shooting pain.
He was like Amber Lynn.
And because of that, I couldn't really drive long distances. It always had to be like little short spurts because I would get pain and shooting pain in my legs. How are you gonna drive with that? Or numbness, which is even worse because if you can't feel your feet, how do you feel the
Oh
pedals?
shit! I
right?
didn't know it went all the way down there.
And, you know, back then, I had an office job. And when I lost the office job, I was like, well, thank God that now I found a way to make YouTube my job because I'm not a mobile guy.
I hope not,
I can't
Izumi.
really move around.
Why would you
because
say
of my
that,
back
dude?
injury. At that time, I was doing several different things. I was doing things such as having a back stretcher to stretch out my back and decompress
There's
my back.
no
every night. It
R
was a big
vertebrae.
device I bought that was on my floor of my living room back then.
Yeah, that's Fraga in the water.
So
Or
over
the lava.
time, I made life adjustments, all right, that made it so that this back injury basically kind of healed itself. I lost weight.
It was the Seattle air.
I was
That
over
was
240 pounds. It was ridiculous. I was grossly overweight. I lost a lot of that
Hey,
weight.
Brandon.
I eventually moved out of Connecticut here to Washington State, and since I moved here, everything
Master, what the fuck?
this place that I live now basically makes it so that I don't have to strain my body and my back anymore. You know, I used to live in a condo where I had to park all the way on the other side, walk through this giant park.
Hey, Double A, don't use no backbone as an insult. You gotta remember, I am an invertebrate. I am a squid. I have no backbone either, and that doesn't mean I'm a coward.
Lot all the way down a giant long walkway to get to my door. So imagine me grocery shopping. I had to make 2-3 trips with a bunch of bags, walking back and forth. By the way, there was ice.
Yeah, well, they don't
all
want
kinds
to
of
get
shit
better
there.
though, Philip. That's a big problem.
And basically, since I moved here, everything's better. Like I have a garage now. So now when I go out and I have to bring stuff in, I drive right into the garage.
Shut up, Lime.
It's one quick trip done. I've done everything I can to basically make it so that I don't have to make physical strain on my body. I haven't driven a long distance since I've moved here. Seriously, like the longest I've driven is an hour, and that was like
Dude, they got snipers.
extenuating circumstances. Like a doctor's office that I had to go to was the only one that they would let me go to because of my stupid insurance, and I had to drive like an hour away. But yeah, it was basically like, how can I say it? A life-changing experience being here in Washington versus where I used to live in Connecticut, and it allowed my back to essentially stop being strained constantly, and my back essentially stopped having the issue. Now, don't get me wrong, my back is never going to be perfect.
Hey, you and
there are
8
days when
million
if
other
I'm,
people.
I'm doing some heavy lifting or doing a lot of physical activity, my back hurts, and then I got to be careful because I don't want to strain it or re-injure the back. But I know for the rest of my life I'm going to have these issues, and by the way. Both my mother, my hair in my mouth, both my mother and my father have back issues. It is hereditary, as well as, me already having a history of it. All right? So, the reason I'm telling you this,
Yeah, it was a
the
Seattle
good news
air.
is the lower
Everyone
back
knows
injury
this.
pretty much is fixed. I never really needed surgery for it. Yeah, at one point I took some therapy for it, some injections into my spine, but that was
He
over
needs
10 years
another
ago.
kind of therapy too.
And at this point, it basically is not an issue. It's a non-issue. Okay? But now all of a sudden I got health issues creeping up. I woke up yesterday out of nowhere. Now I had zero pain in my back, no issues when I went to sleep. I wake up in the morning and I got back pain. Not lower back pain, upper back pain. Now I've never in my life had upper back pain. The only other pain that I've had in my back and neck was many
Brandon,
years ago.
you not just here.
I want to say it was
Come
like
on,
2011. I could be wrong.
None of my
I
family has
somehow
spines
pinched a
either.
nerve
We're
in
all
my
good.
neck, which caused
Except my
shooting
parents.
pain and tenseness from my arm all the way through my shoulder, all the way up through my arm into my thumb, and I lost feeling in my thumb for 2 months. It was just tingling with no feeling. And imagine trying to play games. Like, I went to
Whoa,
tournaments,
that's
Street
trying
Fighter
to play
tournament.
games.
Yes, I was still attending Street Fighter tournaments back then. I couldn't even feel when I was hitting the button, so I forfeit. I was like, how am I going to play this game when I can't even feel when I'm touching buttons and hitting the joystick? It's not going to happen. Not possible. Okay?
Well, what
So
if you had a
that's the
real
worst
job,
I've ever had
DSP?
since the back injury.
And he had to,
All of a
like,
sudden,
go
I wake
lift
up yesterday
fucking
morning, I've got back pain, and
crates.
it's not like, oh, a little bit of soreness.
Very
It's like,
work.
damn. There's, like, shooting pain. It's, like, radiating. Like, what happened
Radiating
here?
pain.
And I
Fuck.
hate to say it, but, yeah, it gave me kind of memories, like a throwback to when my lower back had an issue. It kind of reminded me of that, okay? Here's some good news. All right?
Oh, finally, some
Even
good
if
news.
this is
Oh, I can,
worst case scenario,
jump on this.
and actually I am having disc issues again in my back, at least it's the upper
There
back.
we go. Pro gamer
And the reason I
strats.
say that is, at least it won't be like I can't move my legs, I can't use the bathroom. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was the worst. That was like the worst.
For those of you not caught up with the Amber Lynn saga, she recently admitted that her ex-girlfriend Becky had to wipe her ass after going to the bathroom. And that's where DSP's headed. Pretty soon we're going to hear about Cat wiping DSP's ass. It'll be amazing. And he'll make a bunch of jokes about it. he'll be super into it. He'll give a lot of detail. Cat had to come, and the turrets were just shooting out, and it was all stinky, and it's gonna be horrible.
Possible place for me to have a back issue, and thank God it's not that again. Okay, if it was, I would probably be scared shitless, because that was like, I'm not kidding, it was so bad. I got depressed because the pain was so bad, and that was one of the worst times of my life. Is when I first had that back injury.
People love wiping people's asses.
Okay? At the very least, this is upper back. So what?
I mean, I'm turning this into an Amberlynn segment. It's like, it's one thing if your partner has, like, you know, something horrible happens, like they get paralyzed or something, you know, something bad. But Amberlynn, that's the thing for me, is that it's all self-inflicted. Like, she's not disabled. People will be like, oh, well, she's disabled, that's why she's using, like, a screw. She's not disabled, because nothing's wrong with her. She literally has nothing wrong with her. It's all herself. You know what I mean?
What that means is, for example, right now I'm sitting here, I'm feeling a little bit of uncomfortableness and pain. Can I lift my arms up? Yeah, no problem. Can I use my hands to play a video game? Sure, no problem. Look, 0. But if I move my hand a certain way, oh, I get shooting pain in my back. If I actually, like, expand my body, for example, if I breathe in really hard all the way, right there,
he's gonna be a Fred Myers riding the carts.
I've now stretched it out. You see, it's like, oh my god, this sucks.
It's gonna be exactly like Amberlynn.
Yesterday, it was,
and then DSP and Amberlynn will finally divorce Kat and divorce Jade, and then they're gonna be together. And then we're finally going to combine the Amberlynn and the DSP universe. Fuck you, fucking shy guy. Whatever these guys' names are. It'll be horrifying. God damn it. It'll be horrifying, and it'll be exciting. It'll be a new era for all of us.
Hurting over the course of the day. And I was like, okay, hopefully it's not a big issue.
If they're not disabled, then no.
Sleep it off or whatever. So last night, I go to sleep, and I'm trying to find a comfortable position to sleep. Now, usually, I'm either a back sleeper or a side sleeper. I do not sleep on my stomach. I've always found that if I ever try to sleep on my stomach, it's bad. I wake up in pain or sick. A lot of people say stomach sleeping is the worst sleeping you can do. Okay? So, I tried flat back sleeping. I tried side. Basically, it's every time I fell asleep. Okay?
Yeah, the back pain's from sitting on his ass all day.
Within like a couple hours. So basically, I didn't get a good sound sleep last night. Finally, I think it was around 7 in the morning. I realized if I sleep flat on my right shoulder, okay, like this on the bed, and my head propped up with the pillow like that, there was no pain. And I was actually able to sleep from like 7 in the morning till like 9 when I got up.
These guys are
without
annoying
pain.
as fuck.
So I think this is okay. I figured it out. It took all fucking night. But I figured out if I sleep that one position, maybe I'll be able to sleep through this and get a sound night's sleep with this back pain. Okay? So, you know, I get up today and I'm trying to move around and like, it's worse than yesterday. It absolutely feels
I can't
worse
swallow
than
the bullets,
yesterday.
can I? Oh, I can. Wait, what?
It's making me feel like...
When did he go? I didn't even see him. I didn't even see him, like, off my back. And I don't have the sound on right now because I have to change my setup so I can... God damn it, dude.
Maybe it is a disc issue. But it's crazy.
Shut up, Fraga. Get out of here.
Nowhere.
You're not allowed to watch the Yoshi gameplay.
Ever had an issue
favorite Yoshi color?
With my upper back in my life. Not once.
I didn't even see it.
My whole life, I've had lower back
I wouldn't have
issues.
ignored him if I had
like,
seen
my
that.
My legs hurt. My knees are a little weak. My lower back is aching me and stuff like that. I've never had an issue with my upper back. And the other thing is, it happened in the middle of the night. It wasn't like, oh, I had been doing a lot of heavy lifting and I was doing this movement or I was stretching or twisting. I was sleeping. I was fucking sleeping. And now I'm in this pain. Okay? It sucks. And what I will say is,
I got the red coin.
I am very happy.
It was God that did this.
This is my job, and that I get to be with you guys and chilling with games every day, and that I don't have to physically go somewhere to work, that I don't have to do physical movement for work, because, man, if I had to, it would probably be excruciating.
Well, if I had to
right
work
now,
a real
just
job.
sitting here, is painful.
Imagine working
so
a
can
real
you
job.
imagine if I was out there, you know, having to do something physical? I'm
I can't,
incredibly lucky. Okay?
Dan,
Incredibly lucky. All right. Now,
it's gonna require a little something, though.
let me put it this way.
After using an
all right?
adapter.
Right now,
Because
I'm in pain.
Remember, I'm
And
using a CRT.
What I'm hoping is that playing the games and stuff today will distract
I
me
can't
from
just
it.
natively
It
get
did
headphones
yesterday,
on
and
here,
hopefully will today. I
unfortunately.
won't think about it that much, and it won't be a huge issue. All right. If you happen to notice that I look uncomfortable and I look like I'm wincing and I look like it's because I am. It's because I'm in pain. It sucks. I've been through this before. This is not something new to me. For many, many years, I had the lower back injury, and it felt similar to this, only it was in a different position, and in my opinion, it was way more serious because...
Yeah, I'm
again,
using the
you
Elgato
can't
one.
walk, you can't feel your
But
legs.
I can't.
That's not
I don't
good.
get sound when I plug it in.
Having
I
some
don't know
pain in
why.
my upper back and a little bit in my arms, it's not that big of a deal compared to...
V5 thanks to Forbidden Math. I got so I'm playing on CRT, but I have the TV outputs going to an HDMI upscaler called the Retro Tink 5X, which is extremely expensive, which really sucks. But I think they have a cheaper version for like $100. So yeah, it's going through an upscaler. And I did it with the video out for the specific reason of having my experience as authentic as possible. But yeah, so that's why it looks so clear. Thanks to the Retro Tink 5X. Thank you to Forbidden Math for the suggestion. Have a good night, Cooking with Kyle.
What I used to have. Although for most people, probably like, oh my god, it's terrible. For me, it's like, been there, done that. I've been through this kind of pain before.
Oh, sounds good, Mateo.
Now, I don't want this to be something ongoing and constant, obviously.
Yeah, it was
So,
expensive,
what I'll
but
do is
it was worth it. It looks good.
I'll see what happens, and hopefully within, say, a week, it gets way better to the point where it's not an issue anymore.
I have to think
Obviously,
about my
if it
favorite
doesn't,
game
if this
ever.
is an ongoing thing that's not getting better, then I'm going to have to see a doctor for it, all right? But, you know, it's something that, it's painful enough that it may actually affect me on stream. You guys look at me all day long on a camera, right? And I'll be honest, I'm very good at hiding pain. I know I am. Because a lot of people have no idea when it's a day when I feel sick or I'm in pain for whatever reason, you know. But in this case, I basically was like, I definitely need to tell you guys because
No
I
pay
wanted
squids
to at least have
routed.
it up front.
I
if
paid
something
for
happens,
this part
I don't
myself.
feel good if I'm looking in pain on stream, so you know what's happening, rather than you be like, what the fuck is going on? And there's 400 conspiracy theories about what's going on with the Dark Side Phil. At least now you know up front what's happening, okay? So, I really hope that this is not a serious
crying
issue.
about his ear infection. He's
And
good at
something that
hiding
will-
pain.
will, you know, maybe it's just a nerve pinch. I've had nerve pinches before. They lasted a while, but they went away, and I don't have those issues anymore. Thank God. But man, I hope that this is a situation that's not serious. So I guess we'll see. And we'll go from there. All right. It's not anything that I need to bring up constantly. But it is something that's serious if it does get worse, and I'll let you guys know what happens, okay? It is concerning, especially for longtime viewers. You know, I used to talk about my back injury all the time because it was a major issue. And it went away, and people were very happy about that. And
People
obviously now I
were
hear this,
celebrating.
I got a back issue again. That's not very good. You know, I hear
Hallelujah! DSP doesn't have back pain more. Hallelujah! The money's coming in.
Yeah, I know. Probably, I almost guarantee you I'm going to get messages from, like, longtime
tooth
viewers that will be
cavity.
like, man, I'm so sorry to hear about your back, and I hope you feel better.
Stair lift.
Because, you know, people are cool like that, man. And I appreciate that. I appreciate the support, and I appreciate people who care, you know. And I hope that it's not a big deal.
Keto diet.
We won't know. We got to see. Okay? So we'll find out. Okay? All right. So that's number one. Number two,
Oh, there we go.
let's talk about Elden Ring, and the status of my playthrough, and what's going on in the game, because I have some important, serious things to talk about in regards to Elden Ring. Now, I talked about some of these
Important,
in the
serious things to talk about a fucking
Daily
video
Wrap
game.
last night, but I know many of you don't watch the Daily Wrap. Usually the Daily Wrap is just for the on-demand viewers, not necessarily for those of you who watch the stream. All right?
Okay, I noticed them this time.
So, I have something important to say about Elden Ring. Let's talk a little bit about it, all right? Let's actually take a look at Elden Ring as a whole playthrough at this point, because now I'm reaching around 20 hours of gameplay, okay? So, since the game came out...
Yeah,
all right,
I'm over him talking about Elden Ring, which sucks because I haven't even played the game yet, because I gotta beat Sekiro first. Or Bloodborne. No, I'll beat Sekiro first because I started that one first. But he's like ruining this game. I never want to hear about the goddamn game ever again until I die. Even though I will because I gotta play it. But still, you know what I mean.
I'm reaching around 20 hours of gameplay. Okay, so since the game came out, all right, the first 15 hours last weekend were essentially spent fighting some tough bosses that I was stubborn and didn't want to give up on. And when I was doing that, I got yelled at by the audience. You should go out and keep playing the game and other things. Stop trying to fight these tough bosses. Now, I did beat 2 of the very tough bosses.
Okay, I see it this time.
One of them I could not. The Crucible Knight bested me.
fucked.
After like 2 hours of trying to beat him, I couldn't beat him. But I did manage to beat the Tree Sentinel, and I did manage to beat that giant dragon, I forget his name, early on in the playthrough.
Damn it, dude.
And of course, I was rewarded with the, what are they called in this one? Pieces of Grace runes, whatever the fuck you want to call them. As well as some good rewards. One of the earliest rewards I got in the game was when I beat that Tree Sentinel right away. I got the Golden Halberd, his holy weapon, a special weapon. Well, I've only gotten 2 special weapons in the game so far.
I didn't even know you could.
And this is one of them. Actually, I might have 3 now because I think I got one yesterday. But this is one of them. And this weapon basically is insanely good because if you have the stats for it, which was 30 strength and I think 12.
Hey, thank you, Kinda Savvy, for the super chat of the fake Canadian money. And it's a super sticker, and let's see, it seems to be some kind of horse with the horn on it.
So this guy does super chats, and now he comes in and starts insulting.
It's a white horse with 1 horn and a rainbow-colored tail. I have no idea what you're talking about, but I appreciate the super sticker. And you missed the Amberlyn discussion. I was talking about Amberlyn for a minute.
Faith, I think it was 12 faith. You get a weapon that not only does good base damage scaling, but also has holy damage and holy damage scaling.
Like his
so this
boxers.
is the first weapon I've even encountered in the entire
God,
game that has a dual
dude, fuck
attribute
these
like
dudes.
that. And so since I saw
His
early on,
boxers
wow,
have
this is a
holy,
great weapon,
holy
I
damage.
said
That's
I
what I
am
was trying to
going
say.
to
Okay,
basically
this is
focus on
stupid.
making this weapon work. So everything I did in the game, every level that I put in, everything since then, was to make this golden halberd viable. All right, that meant a lot of levels in strength, and of course I put some in dexterity so I could use a different weapon in the meantime.
Yeah, we're
which
shipping
worked well.
Amberlyn
That
and
curved
DSP.
blade, that caused
Very
tons of bleed
important
damage.
discussion.
That put me through a lot of fights.
Of course, man.
And then I
it would be
started
great
upping
together.
faith, and I was like, cool. All right, this is excellent.
I'm not restarting the stream. If you want an explanation, rewind the stream. I'm not going to repeat myself
This
twice.
is, let's now focus on getting this thing working and everything. And it took a long time. The first 3 days I didn't even get there, and then I played the game another couple of sessions this week.
You must be missing. Amberlyn is a literal cuck now. You might be thinking, Blooper, what are you talking about? Amberlyn is a cuck now? Amberlyn is a literal cuck. Because her new girlfriend... So, Amberlyn has talked so much about being a lesbian. Her new girlfriend came in and was like, hey, I'm into polygamy. And Amber's like, oh, yeah, I mean, I've always loved guys. I think I want to experiment with guys. So Amberlyn's basically being cucked by her new girlfriend. It's pretty cool. It's very exciting.
And then finally, it was the very tail end, not of the last session, but the session before, the very tail end of that session before.
Hey, see ya,
I
locale.
finally got the golden halberd working. And I was like, wow, this weapon looks like it's going to be absolutely sweet. Let's try it out. And I ran back and fought a couple of bosses. Notably, okay. Notably,
I'm trying...
the Crucible Knight.
I've been trying to get the nickname Cuck Lynn, like... God, no! 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 I saw it the first time, assuming Chan, he didn't have to add me the second time. Yeah, it's definitely Amber's fault. She distracted me, dude. I'm trying to... I was fluttering. What are you guys talking about? The game didn't read my inputs. Guy with two names. Guy with two names sent a super sticker, and it looks like it's a anthropomorphic controller, and it's saying try again.
So this guy does super chats, and now he comes in and starts insulting me. Fuck you.
Try what again? I have no idea what you're talking about. But thank you, guy with two names. Shut up, Izumi.
That it kicked my ass for 2 hours. I one-shotted him with this new weapon.
Wasn't
Why?
there?
It does insane damage.
Did I
that's
miss
the
it
point of
because
the weapon. It takes.
I missed it because they're coins, sir, and I didn't want one of them to be a red coin. Frog, on the other hand, doesn't care about them. That dude would pass right by red coins, flowers, and then he'd mock us. He'd be like, "Oh, you guys want me to get the flower? No, fuck you." And then he'd like yell at us, and then he'd yell at me specifically. It was horrifying. I, on the other hand, I went for the coins because I'm a man.
It's a while to get your stats good enough to use this damn weapon, but once you can, this weapon is ridiculously good. Okay?
I don't even know, like, was there a checkpoint
that was great.
after?
Now, yesterday, I'm playing Elden Ring. Alright? And
Wait.
the thing is, as I was playing this game, I didn't actually know what directions to go.
God.
I was kind of listening to my audience. And after having played the game for 15 hours, my audience was screaming at me, go to the capital, well, not the capital, excuse me, go to the castle, do Stormvale Castle. That's the first major legacy dungeon that plays like Dark Souls. There's tough bosses in there, there's tough challenges. We wanted to see you take it on. Okay.
Alright, I gotta be right back. I'm depressed now. I need to go to the bathroom.
So after 15 hours, alright, I decided to go to the castle. And I did, and it was fun. Beat the castle. It was challenging. I didn't just one-shot everything. Okay, at that point, I didn't even have the golden halberd yet. Leveled up so I could use it. So, finally, I fight the castle. We beat it. Great. All right, what do I do now? People are like, oh, well, now you skipped a bunch of stuff. Wait, what? Yeah, you skipped all of Southern Limgrave and you skipped all of Eastern Limgrave. In reality, the way you're supposed to play the game is first you go to the central area, you explore. Then you go south and you explore. Then you go east and you explore. When you've done everything, then you go to the castle. And I'm like, so why did I do that? Like, why did people tell me to go to the castle? If that wasn't what I was supposed to do. So this guy does super chats, and I missed critical things. Why did I do it in the wrong order? Not that the game tells you, because it doesn't. The game is of the impression you'll just do whatever you want. And I guarantee you there's people playing this game who have completely skipped ridiculous amounts of stuff that it's important to have to be successful in the game. For example, when I didn't go to Southern Limgrave, I missed out on all the items that upgrade your healing flask. So here I am healing, and it's doing like a third of my health bar. Like, dude, it barely does anything. This is ridiculous. It's so wimpy. Okay? Then I go to Southern Limgrave. There's 3 churches that have the upgrade items. Now I take 1 chug, it fills my whole health bar. So obviously I should have got that first, right? But I didn't. I essentially made it way harder for myself by going to the castle first. And kind of over-challenging myself in a lot of ways. Okay? But now it's like, well, I'm definitely going to go back and do the stuff I missed. There's unique bosses down there. There's unique items down there. There's things you need in order to be successful in the rest of the playthrough. Okay? So all of yesterday, I was in Southern Limgrave. I fought a giant Erdtree avatar boss. I cleared out an entire optional castle. I think it's called like Moen Castle or Moern Castle or something like that. Morin Castle. And there's all these enemies in it, and there's a boss at the end. So I'm beating it. Now, was I challenged? A little. I died a few times. The bosses, every once in a while, they killed me. But for the most part, dude, I've got a really good fucking weapon. By the way, this weapon causes tons of stagger. What people are discovering in Elden Ring, which a lot of people didn't realize at first, even though, yes, it plays like Dark Souls, it has new elements. One of the biggest new elements is the jump attacks. These jumping attacks, unlike in previous Dark Souls games, they are very viable. And when you do a jumping heavy attack, it does insane amounts of stagger to an enemy. Even bosses can get rocked by the jumping heavy attacks, especially if you time them right as counter hits. Like, let's say the boss is swinging and you jump over their low swing and you just hammer on them with a heavy attack. They can get completely stunned, and then you get a follow-up attack and you do insane damage to them. Okay? So, yesterday I'm trying to utilize this in my gameplay, and it's working. I am kicking ass. I am one-shotting bosses. I'm like, wow, this is a gameplay element I didn't understand until today. And now that I have a weapon that can actually fully utilize this, okay? This is amazing. Like, wow, I'm blown away at how useful this is. And I'm like, cool, let's implement it into the gameplay and let's keep going. So basically yesterday, I'm doing really good. I'm kicking ass in Elden Ring. I'm making major progress. I'm picking up all the items that I originally, missed out on. And there's a group of people in the stream that are literally sitting there complaining, okay? Oh, this is boring. Oh, I didn't tune into a Dark Side Phil Elden Ring stream to see him actually win fights. I'm here to just see him lose constantly and rage and complain and be salty. And I'm here to see him be insanely challenged. And this is ridiculous that he's actually doing well in the game today. What a boring stream. And some people even went as far to say, well, because this stream is boring, we're not going to contribute. I'm not going to do...
Because the stream is boring, so it all comes down to money. First of all, though, Darkman Lord, super chat $2. And he said, someone make This Is How You Don't Play, and now Darkman Lord is banned. But I will thank you for the super chat, before you were banned. And, hopefully no one makes that. I would be so embarrassed, dude. Am I squid enough to take on Amber? Manuel, you got the wildest questions, dude. I don't think I'm squid enough to take on Amber. I might have to tap out of that one. But anyways, DSP, again, something that I've been saying. I've been saying ever since Elden Ring started. DSP is an entertainer. He is not a regular ass gamer. Whenever me or you are playing games and we're just chilling in our own house, we can do whatever the fuck we want. When you make 125k on stream from playing video games, you are beholden to the viewer base if you want to keep on making money. I can change this into an Amber Lynn stream, and I wouldn't get mad if people stopped giving money because this isn't my job. It's a hobby. DSP, on the other hand, that is his job, and he is beholden to what the viewers want.
Any kind of contribution today, I refuse, because this stream is boring. I'm here for the rage. I'm here for suffering.
So you want them to tip even though they're not having fun?
All right.
I thought that's
now,
what he said he did.
I'm looking at the chat, and I'm trying to interact with my audience. And
Ever
I'm having a
love.
good time, and I'm kicking
Stop
ass.
that.
And I'm looking at this group, and I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. All right? You gotta understand something. First of all, this game, obviously, the way that it's designed is that there's not a given way to do it. There's not a set way to do it, nor are you gonna know the set way to do it unless someone literally holds your hand and tells you what to do.
That's what he wants.
Now, when people do that, you guys yell at me. Oh,
yes.
Phil's too guided through this playthrough. Why'd you tell him to go south, then east, then to the castle first? You know what I'm saying? So, essentially, here's what happened. When I first started playing the game, I was fighting bosses that were super tough. People thought that was entertaining, right? People told me purposely to go to the castle early, before I really should have been there, so it would be extra challenging. Well, guess what? I beat the castle, right? So now it's like, oh shit. Well, now we kind of screwed ourselves because we were trying to sabotage Phil, right? And it didn't work because he persevered and beat the castle anyway, even though he was underleveled for it. Now he's got to go back and get all the shit he missed. Oh, we don't want that, right? And I'm like, what are you kidding me? Seriously, like, what are you talking about? First of all,
Lord, I thought you
to
were
dictate to
banned.
a streamer or a gamer how they're to play the game. Who are you? No, really, who are you? Who are you? You think you have such power?
No,
or
really.
You're so entitled that because you want to see a certain part of a game playthrough, right? That you are to sit here and demand things, complain, and say that it's not every waking moment. The stream and the playthrough is not what you want. Like, what are you talking about? You know, listen, understandably, I'm a content creator and I'm a streamer and I'm an entertainer and I'm supposed to be putting out content that people want to see.
Yes.
You got to understand that in any video game, okay, just like in life, there's highs and lows. There's great points of amazing challenge and overcoming that challenge is an amazing feeling and, wow, victory. And then there's going to be times when it's not so good. That's just life, okay?
But
now I understand that obviously.
so are people supposed to sit there and just watch you play through a boring part of a game then? Or they're not allowed to say that they're not going to tip right now because it's boring?
Elden Ring is not meant to emulate real life. But the point I'm making here is, at every waking moment of your life, you cannot be entertained and you cannot be fully blown away by what's going on.
And then
There's
you
something
change
called
channel and you stop
build,
tipping.
Okay? There's going to be times when you're doing other stuff in a game.
Yeah, but
to level up.
the payoff isn't the same. If you're playing a game versus watching it, the payoff of building up isn't the same. Like, not at all. It shouldn't even be compared.
So you can build to that epic moment. You can't just have epic moment, epic moment, epic moment, epic moment. That's not how it works. If you just had nonstop epic moments, none of them would feel epic because then it's just commonplace. You understand? So in order to get to the moments that are great, you have to go through the moments that aren't so great. Yesterday, I did die a few times to bosses, and that was entertaining. But outside of that, you're absolutely right. I kind of steamrolled a lot of the stuff I did because I'm using this great weapon now, and I'm utilizing this jumping heavy strategy that is really good in the game, and it's destroying certain bosses with only a few hits, right? So, it's nearing the end of the stream yesterday, and I'm looking, and it's like contributions, to be honest, were low for an Elden Ring stream.
Okay.
And I asked the audience,
But, like, okay. Isn't he sounding so entitled to the money right now? Like, this is insane. This dude's saying, like, I'm looking and the contributions were low and people weren't giving money because they were saying it was boring. Well, you're not entitled to their money. He's the one that keeps on saying that if you like the stream, then give it. If you're not enjoying the stream, then don't give me money. And people aren't giving him money, and they're saying, I'm not enjoying this part of the stream. And all of a sudden he's like, well, I'm looking at it, and people are like,
I said, what is going on? Because you guys
what is going
traditionally,
on?
up to now, every stream I've done in this game, you guys have been engaged. You've been telling me how good the stream is. Today seems like the opposite. Everyone's complaining it's boring. So what's happening? And the feedback I get is, well, you know, the other streams up to now, you were struggling, and, you know, we liked seeing you be salty and die, and you didn't do that today. And that's why we're really not too impressed with the stream. And I'm like, yes, but you have to understand, again, in life, that's not how life works. But they didn't get it. Like, I'm not kidding. These people, these entitled group of viewers, literally, I guess, live in isolation. So this guy does super chats, and now he comes in and starts insulting.
Thank you.
Fuck you.
Darkman Lord, for the $2 super chat. He said, DSP saw a guide about broken weapons and used it, and I believe it. I 100% believe it. And I've seen people that actually have played the game, because I haven't played the game yet. As you guys know, I'm playing Sekiro. I haven't played the game yet, but I've seen people saying that he is finding stuff very suspiciously. And I'm inclined to believe that. And Philip Leak, you're 100% right. About money, the root of all evil.
Live in an insulated life where they don't understand how life actually works.
What do you
If
want,
you don't have the
Manuel?
moments to build to the good moments,
Ask it.
you can't have the good moments. They don't understand that. I think we have this generation now. We do. We have this generation now of instant gratification. I want what I want when I want it, immediately for free, and if I don't get it, wah, 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 this sucks.
DSP,
Okay,
he's not entitled to other people's money. At the end of the day, that's basically what he's saying, is that I'm not getting your money. But why do you deserve their money if you're not entertaining them at that exact moment? Now, for other streamers, this is offset by the fact that their commentary is entertaining and people show up because they enjoy talking with them, with listening to what they have to say. DSP, on the other hand, he doesn't have that. He basically just has the gameplay and him raging. That's all he has.
I have a newsflash for you. If you go through life like that, you're not going to succeed. You're going to be a failure in life. You're going to be disappointed.
Like $500,000 in debt, and a bankruptcy, and being supported by like 3 dudes. That's not being a failure in life.
9 times out of 10, you are going to be very sad, and you're going to end up being depressed, and you're going to hate your life. You can't go through life like that. Everyone has to realize.
So if you watch a streamer, and you're thinking, "Hey, I hope this game is entertaining today," then you're gonna be depressed, and you're gonna end it all. That's basically what's gonna happen if you expect a streamer to be entertaining. That's pretty hardcore. Isn't it Shawn Michaels for Phil to be calling someone a failure in life? Yes, Izumi. You are 100% correct about that.
Now, how it works, okay? So, I was upset. Admittedly, I'm like, so you're telling me, because you guys told me to do things in the wrong order, and I listened to the feedback of my viewers, and I did things in the wrong order. Now I have to go back to get these, because here's the thing. If I didn't go back and get the upgrades for the flask, I'm never going to beat this game. I won't. Using a flask that has 0 healing abilities, he's doing like a little nub, a third of my health bar. I'm never going to beat this game. I had to go back to get those items. There was no way around it. So it was either do it when I should have, when I didn't, because you guys told me to do the castle, or go back later. So it's kind of like, I want instant gratification, so I tell Phil to do everything to get it. Now I shot myself in the foot, because Phil has to do a stream to go back and do the stuff he missed, but now blame Phil. That's literally what happened.
That's literally what happened. Maybe if his commentary was decent, then we wouldn't even be having this discussion. Maybe he actually interacted with the viewers. No one would be talking about this.
Like it was my fucking fault. I didn't know what I was doing.
It's not his fault. He's the streamer.
I'm just doing what people are telling me is what I should be doing. All right?
Who else's fault is it? You're the streamer.
Near the end of yesterday's stream,
I don't even know where I have to go.
I said, you know what? If you guys are going to seriously be this ridiculously immature about it, fuck this. I got 20 minutes left. Watch this. And I teleported from South Limgrave, which I finished. I did everything in it. Back to Caelid. Do you guys know Caelid? It's a later game part of the game. You're not supposed to be there. Shut the fuck up, dude. And I had gotten there because there was a chest that teleports you there. And I think what it is, you're supposed to go there and get your ass beat as a preview of what's going to be there. Man, it's fucked up. It's like Bloodborne on steroids. It's like a giant
they were throwing stuff at him. It was like a riot.
Poison with these mutated
the stream basically
creatures,
looked like the Ukraine.
And then these crystal creatures. And then these invisible mages. Like, what the fuck is going on here? And then you ride out, and you go into the world. The world's all corrupted. There's these mutant dino dogs and crazy giant ravens. And, like, what happened here? I'd be very interested to finally hear the story of what happened in Caelid and mutated everything and turned it so evil and corrupted and fucked up. I'm sure we're going to get it eventually, okay? But anyway, as I was exploring Caelid early in the game, and then after an hour, I gave up and went back to Limgrave, I had found a cave. And I had found a save point at the entrance of the cave. It was an optional cave, much like there's all these optional dungeons in Limgrave that are either like underground mines or caves full of rats and shit, or catacombs full of those gargoyle
Glad you're able to make
There's these same kind of dungeons in Caelid, only they're apparently full of dangerous, debilitating status ailments. For example, poison or scarlet rot. Now, I don't even know what the hell scarlet rot is yet. I haven't officially encountered it in the game. No one's explained what it is. I don't know what the fuck it is. But apparently when you get it, you just take damage over time, and you can't, like, there's no way to heal it yet. I don't have any abilities to heal scarlet rot.
Hey, what's up, Bobby?
So if I get it, I'm just going to lose damage over time infinitely till I die. There's no way to stop it. So I said, you know what? Since you guys are going to sit here and you're going to whine and complain, there was this optional cave that I found earlier in the game, and I ran into 2 bosses you have to fight at once inside. Fuck this. For the last 15 minutes of the stream, I'll do this. So, I did. I teleported to Caelid. I ran inside the cave. I got Scarlet Rot. I ran in the room with the 2 bosses, and I'm fighting them. I'm realizing I'm doing tremendous damage to the bosses with my weapon. My weapon, essentially, is an insanely good weapon. So, I'm like, I did the right things. When I killed that tree sentinel early and I made my build to use this weapon, man, I made the right choices. Nice. So, I'm fighting the bosses. Of course, they're kicking my ass. One time, I happen to land in a way that I don't get the Scarlet Rot. So, I run to the bosses, and I start fighting them. Now, one of them has a lance, and one of them has this scythe. And both of them have crazy magic abilities. They're throwing these crazy animations. They're coming at me, fireballs, big spears coming out of the ground and shit. It was his build. So, I start doing the jumping heavy attack to one of them.
He basically
and I start rocking the guy.
DSP's the one that's ready.
I get lucky, and I kill him. So now it's just me and the guy with the scythe.
Everyone's just following DSP.
Now, the problem is, I have Scarlet Rot. I'm losing health. So I'm like, damn, I got to do this quick. So I keep doing the jumping heavy attack. It's killing him. In fact, he goes for a low attack. It hits him in the face. It stuns him. He's like, ugh. So then I do the follow-up attack. He gets knocked down. He gets up. I do another jumping attack. The game did a special animation I've never even seen before. I guess if you hit perfectly with a jumping attack, the game does an auto follow-up, and it killed the boss.
Everlove says, why does he recap every past stream when he literally has a daily rap for this? That's a question that I have been asking as well. The daily wrap is useless when he explains all this anyways, or I guess you could say these portions of the pre-streams are useless, or you can say they're all useless. And I would be inclined to agree with you.
I haven't seen it yet in Elden Ring. It happened. He goes, boom, and the guy's like, and then you just hit
It's
him
like
again,
perpetual
boom,
motion.
and he's just dead, flattened like a pancake. And I was like, holy shit, I kicked ass. I just beat a boss from way further in the game. I'm not supposed to be here, and I kicked his ass with Scarlet Rot.
Yeah, stop.
And of course, what's
stop
hilarious
asking
about
questions.
that is, now I'm looking at the item I get as a
It's just
reward. It's
tip.
like a golden scarab. And it's like, oh, this golden scarab earns you more grace for every kill. And as I'm reading it, the Scarlet Rot takes all my health away and I die. And I lose all my souls. Well, grace, whatever you want to call it. Alright? So, what happens? People contribute to the stream. And I'm not even kidding.
Well, people contribute to the stream when the stream is exciting and entertaining. That's kind of an oxymoron with DSP. DSP stream, exciting and entertaining.
Like a lot. It wasn't just like a little. It was like we had a bunch of members. A
Wow.
bunch of tips came in. Now listen. I appreciate
Listen.
that. That's awesome. But again, I have to kind of reiterate something. This can't happen every moment of the playthrough. You understand that. The way the game is set up is that
Now, the way
you
the
have
game's
to
set
go
up-
to these areas to unlock certain things to get certain upgrades. You just have to do it.
So this guy,
if you
the
don't,
super chats, and
you
now he
are
comes in and
missing
starts
out on the
insulting
critical things you
Fuck
need.
you.
Thank you, Everlove, for the super chat with a lot of fake money tonight. I'm very suspicious. But thank you so much. Sorry, Squid. I won't ask anymore. Forgive. And don't worry, because you super chatted to make up for it, even though that doesn't help me right now. But thank you, Everlove. I appreciate it. I appreciate the super chat. We probably next, I'm gonna get the Famicom EverDrive, and then we're looking at the PS1, some kind of PS1 thingamajigger to play.
To succeed in the game.
No one clubbed
right?
that in.
If I don't go to
And,
East Limgrave next,
Replace what it sounded like.
I'm gonna miss out on a critical vendor that apparently is very important. They're the incantation vendor.
I have a
that you go
PS1
to
Classic
over the course
already.
of the game for incantations, and I don't go there, I'll never be able to use incantations
Damn it, Jaeger.
properly, and that's a huge gameplay element of the game. Okay, among other things, there's unique bosses, there's unique areas. I have to do it. If I go to play Elden Ring tomorrow, and the entire stream you got people going, this is boring because his weapon's so good and he's just killing everything. Like, seriously, what do you want me to fucking do? I didn't make the game, and I didn't tell myself to go to...
Yeah, Silent Hill. I've been waiting to play the like Resident Evil, the first ones, and the Silent Hills until I get an actual PS1. Just because I've heard the HD remakes aren't that good, and I don't know. I feel like on a CRT, they would look good. You know, like it gives it a different picture. I think they're perfect for it.
Go to the castle early.
The lines and everything, dude.
You know what I mean? Like, maybe the game would have been more challenging if I actually did it in the right order, and when I was using weaker weapons, I went down south, I went east. But no, people wanted me to go to the castle, because they wanted to think, they thought I was going to get my ass handed to me by Murgit, and by,
Lost in Technicolor, exactly. That's what I've been trying to say, too. Good streamers entertaining even during slow games. Exactly. A lot of streamers, it really shouldn't even matter. You know? Like, what game they're playing. Maybe. Like, I would say, like, 80% of the time, you know? It shouldn't really matter what game they're playing. Because they should be able to entertain you. At least for long-term viewers, you know? Like, you can get new viewers based off the game that you're playing. But in general, you want people coming back for you and not the game specifically.
what's his name? Godric.
Oh, I had Twisted
And I
Metal.
didn't. I mean, I died a few times, and there was some rage, and it was
Oh,
funny,
nice, Dark
and then
Man.
I beat them within relatively normal amount of time for someone who's played From Software games before. It's like, what did you think was going to happen? I was going to forget how to fucking play the games? But that's what I mean. These pity people who do this shit, all right? I hate to say it, they're stupid. They're just fucking dumb. They want suffering. They want to see Phil rage and suffer and have no fun. These are the same people, they would never attend a chill stream because they want me to be unhappy. That's literally why they're attending. They want to see Phil be unhappy. Now listen, I understand.
They want to see
seeing
Phil
me
be unhappy.
challenged by something. Okay, that's one thing. There's another thing to literally say, well, guess what? We don't ever want to see you happy. We just want to be on your stream to watch you suffer.
We don't ever want. We want to see you suffer because you're playing a fucking video game, dude. There is a literal war in Europe right now. Dude, how out of touch can you be? Can you not read the room? You're suffering playing a video game. You're suffering because people want you to play a video game, which is named like the best game of the year already. Already being told it's the game of the year. You're playing the video game. People want you to challenge yourself to it. And this dude is saying he's suffering. He's suffering. He's not starving. No, he's playing a video game. He's playing a video game and challenging himself. He's playing a game and it's pretty difficult.
Or when you suffer, then we'll support you. Like, what the fuck kind of twisted logic is that? No, really. You have to understand that's twisted logic.
It's twisted logic.
You know? That's kind of like saying, well, the more I hurt myself, the better support.
The more I hurt myself, the more I hurt myself. You're hurting yourself by playing video games? You're physically hurting yourself.
Yeah, right? Like, how fucked up is this? These idiots who do stunts and do pranks and end up fucking their bodies up, right?
What the fuck? They're fucking their bodies up. He's fucking his body up by playing Elden Ring.
How fucking saying, oh, really? You have to understand that's twisted logic. You know? That's
Yeah, the Ukrainians aren't playing Elden Ring, dude. They have it easy.
kind of like saying, well, the more I hurt myself,
God.
the better support I'll get. Right? Like, how fucked up is this? These idiots who do stunts and do pranks and
He's
fucking their
Knoxville.
bodies up, right? In order to get over. Like, I'm a gamer, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
What are you talking about? Like,
Exactly.
That's twisted shit. It really is, like...
What? It's twisted.
It makes me feel like people have this really messed up mentality, right? Of how to go about life and what it's about. And, like, I want people to come to my streams, all right? And chill with me and have a good time. Listen, yesterday was a more relaxing.
It's kind of hard to
stream.
chill.
Was there a
in
challenge?
streams.
Of course there was. But at the same time,
I'm
there's
a
not going to
gamer.
be every stream I'm exploring a whole high-end new area where everything's going to kill me instantly. You know what I mean? Like, there's going to be days that are going to be rougher than others. That's the nature of the beast when you play these kind of games, especially.
Like, no joke. This guy's brain's broken. He's saying that if you want him to play... And keep in mind, it's not just any video game. It's a FromSoft game. FromSoft, which is known... They're basically known as, like, the hard video game guys. They're the guys that are known as making video games that are difficult, that people rage quit. And his fans want to see him... Fuck you. His fans want to see him play the game and be challenged by it. And he's comparing it to physical suffering. Now we know why he fuck this dude. He compared himself to Job from the Bible. He really thinks that he's suffering. He really thinks that what's going on YouTube right now is him suffering, just like Job from the Bible. It's the exact same thing.
This one, being open world, it's very different. You see, previous Dark Souls games, every new area was kind of a huge challenge because it was all hand designed to be deadly and instant. Now it's like, well, if you're kind of over leveled for this area, maybe it ain't gonna be that challenging, right? There's nothing I can do about that. That's how the game was designed. You know?
So much.
And it's funny because Tyrant Slaughter made a good point in the stream chat earlier. He said basically, even though Elden Ring is open world, Elden Ring kind of has an established order they want you to do things, because just as what's happening with me now, if you don't do it in the established order, you end up having to backtrack to do stuff that you're just way over leveled for.
Oh, come on!
I did the harder stuff first.
I didn't
Then
hold
went
down the
back to
jump
the easier
button.
stuff that's essential to beat the game, but now it's easy and now people are complaining. All right? So it's this simple. You guys likely are going to know better than me what I need to be doing in Elden Ring and what order to do stuff. So tell me. You know? Don't try to be dicks and fool me.
How can you say that
go
was
to
my
this area
fault?
first because ha ha ha, we know that there's a super boss there that will destroy Phil in 2 hits. Instead be like, okay, here's the logical things you should be doing. You know, and yo, do
Hey,
it
have a good
because it
night,
makes
Val,
sense.
if
This
you're,
will make it a
going
more
to sleep.
entertaining playthrough in the long run rather than you steamrolling things later because you did the hard stuff first. Let's have you do it in the right order. You know what I'm saying? To me, it's kind of like...
A lot of streamers specifically will have it in their roles that says no backseat gaming. And DSP, on the other hand, is encouraging it. He wants you to backseat game by holding his hand. It's incredible.
How can I say it? This whole thing, this whole community that I have, that we've built together over these many years that I've been a full-time streamer since 2017. Now, we're going on year 5, right? This is something that's kind of give and take. When you're interactive, as opposed to just someone who ignores your audience and just plays games, when you become an interactive content creator, this now is a relationship. It really is. It's a relationship between...
It's like LTG.
Okay? And when I play games, and you guys are giving me feedback on what to do, or this is important, or this or that, of course, I always take it with a grain of salt. Maybe someone isn't the most informed or whatever, but for the most part, I believe you. You know, I give you the benefit of the doubt, and I'm like, I feel that my viewing audience, especially those of you who are way ahead of me in these games, or maybe have done research on these games, when you know I never do that because I like to experience them honestly for the first time. Oh, God. I kind of feel like I should be able to trust the audience, you know, on what they're telling me to do, and what they're saying is something in a game.
Now, what you guys might not realize, get the fuck out of here, Almighty Frogga. Now, what you guys might not realize is that I am playing the DSP, This Is How You Don't Play, of Yoshi's Island right now. So this is not actually my gameplay, because I see a lot of people adding me, but this isn't my gameplay at all. It's the This Is How You Don't Play from DSP.
Not, you know, you should fucking go over there, and then it ends up being the wrong thing to do. Like, I'll give you a cool example.
Exactly,
When I first was
Almighty
playing,
Frog.
You guys were like, go to the lake. I was like, oh, okay, I wonder why they want me to do that. And then the giant dragon appeared, and it blew me away. I was like, this is so cool. And that was really neat, because you guys didn't spoil it for me. You just said, go to the lake, there's something cool there.
Guys,
the
stop,
dragon showed up, and I was like, holy shit, this is amazingly cool. I love this. And I fought the dragon and beat it, right? That was awesome. Well, I'm going to be honest, I am...
Okay, I see a lot of people saying Japanese text. Well, first of all, this is actually translated for the Japanese audience, because the Japanese audience loves DSP. They always talk about him. So this is for them. Let's see what else people are saying. Blueberry is dying because he's collecting... Yes, exactly. Something that Almighty Frogger did not do. He refused to collect anything. On the other hand, I am getting pretty much everything. At least 80%. Let's see, any other excuses I see? He would have save stated at this point. It's edited out. That's why you don't see it.
I'm kind of upset now that people did tell me to go...
Yeah, DSP's
go to the castle.
The expert on Japanese culture.
If I wasn't supposed to do it.
Culture.
Because essentially now what you're telling me is, oh, you did the wrong thing, and because you did it, now you're over-leveled because you beat the castle, which rewards you, by the way, with a ton of grace and, you know, tons of levels, and allowed me to basically get my build up so I could use this weapon, and now everything's too easy, you know? That's upsetting to me. So don't do that, you know? Instant. This is the problem. Is everyone in life thinking about right now what's in front of them and not long term. Seriously.
Why?
When there was an opportunity for me to go to the castle and people knew it was too early, they should have said, Phil, you should definitely do the other things first. Go south, go east, do all the stuff you're supposed to do, then go to the castle. Because even though you thought you were going to get instant gratification of seeing me die to Murget a million times and die to Godric a million times, which didn't happen, by the way.
Yeah, Phil should stop playing.
That,
maybe
in the long run, didn't benefit.
Alright, guys, hold on. I'm gonna turn off the This Is How You Don't Play. And then, I'm gonna start playing now. Alright, so, I am starting Yoshi's Island now. This will be, my gameplay of Yoshi's Island.
Because now I have to go back to the southern and eastern Limgrave, and I'm steamrolling them.
See how much better I am than DSP?
So, you gotta think about long term. And this is the problem in life, most people don't. Most people literally just sit there and look at what's right in front of my face at this very moment, and they don't ever look at a long-term, big picture kind of a deal, you see? If it were me, I was like, okay, I want to see Phil be challenged, but I also don't want to see completely easy streams. Let's have him go in the right order. He'll still be challenged. Like for example, yesterday, I fought the Erd tree.
What is the right order? Because as far as I'm aware, Elden Ring is a pretty open-ended game, right? So what is the right order? If you're playing it without a guide, isn't it pretty much just like whatever you're doing is the right order?
Avatar boss, and it hit for a lot of damage.
I'm not dying
and it had
this
some
time.
really interesting spells and things. First boss I ever fought that had that kind of magic. If I was lower level because I went there first instead of the castle, that would have been way more challenging. Way more challenging.
Okay,
But you guys wanted me to go to the castle first, so now I go fight the
I need to
Urchin
wipe
boss
off
and I
my
kill it on the
hands,
second
dude.
shot because I got a weapon that's powerful.
I'm all sweaty.
And I got better healing, you know? But blame me, right? Blame me for not completely researching the game and spoiling it before I played it, that I should have known to go down there first. You see? But that's not how it works. That's
I'm not
life.
missing this jump.
And that's the thing, these people who do this kind of stuff, they want instant gratification, give it to me my way, see Phil suffer. I want to see Phil suffer and now reward him for hurting himself. Like, what the fuck kind of mindset is that? That
Recording. Oh my god, dude. DSP is my tentacles. Sorry, I say I say hand just so I could relate to the human population that watches the streams. But anyways, hurt yourself. Hurt yourself. You're playing video game.
blows my mind. How it works.
Am I? No. This is the real game. Am I hurting myself by failing at Yoshi right now? Am I hurting myself? I don't feel hurt. Am I the one falling in lava? Maybe DSP is an empath and he feels the pain of the character. So like when Yoshi falls in lava, DSP feels it too. DSP's like he gets all hot, he gets all burned up. He has like 3rd degree burns. That must be what it is. He's too in tune with the games. And no, you weren't, Manuel. You were very helpful actually.
That's not life. And that's the thing, these people who do this kind of stuff, they want instant gratification, give it to me my way, see Phil suffer. I want to see Phil suffer and then I'll reward him for hurting himself. Like, what the fuck kind of mindset is that? That blows my mind. The only way that I would support someone is if they physically hurt themselves. Then I'll...
Okay, so up until now, he's been saying hurt. But right now, he just said physically hurt. What the fuck does that mean? Physically hurting because you're playing Elden Ring without a guide. Physically hurting. I need to make sure I didn't mishear that.
Blows my mind. The only way that I would support someone is if they physically hurt themselves.
Physically hurt themselves. You're playing a video game, dude. You get paid $125K to play a video, and the least you can do is make it entertaining to watch.
Oh, then
Go
I'll
fuck
support
yourself.
that. Like, how twisted can you fucking be? Right? That just, it gets me. It really does get me. That this is how people behave in a lot of ways. So, the truth of the matter here is, I am upset about it because I am yesterday like, wow, this is the fruits of my labor. I have worked my butt off in this game 20 hours to get to the point where I can use this crazy good weapon, and I'm utilizing it, and I'm steamrolling an area that, by all accounts, I should have been there already. And this is great. No, this is boring. This sucks. No support for you
Nice
today.
playing VR.
You're doing everything wrong. What? But this, again, this is the result of what you told me to do. But I'm doing everything wrong.
What, was it the same people? Or was it different people? I hate when people say this. They're like, the fans of whatever, they ask for this, but then when they get this, they all complain. Well, maybe it's not the same people, because there are multiple people talking.
You know? So, yeah, it's disheartening, and it's upsetting to me. Really, it is. Now,
Yeah,
tomorrow,
I agree, boy.
we're going back to Elden Ring, and I'm going to East Limgrave. Again, I've been told directly, you need to go to East Limgrave. If you don't, you're missing out on critical pieces of the game that you need to progress. If you don't go there, you won't have a critical vendor, you won't have a critical item. You absolutely need to go to East Limgrave and clear it out, because if you don't, you're basically going to fail for the rest of the game. Okay, we're doing it. But I hope I have your buy-in. You're gonna kill and you're not gonna fucking scream at me that I'm boring and that, you know what I mean? Like, what do you want me to fucking do? Oh, don't use the weapon that you spent 20 hours being able to use. Why? So you want me to waste the grace and the items in the game to purposely make an under-leveled, crappy build with a weapon that I'm not using, waste my crafting items, waste my grace to level it up, for what? The fuck are you talking about? So I mean, these people are just like, oh my god.
How many times have I
All
said
right.
he's playing a video game?
How about this? All right, I gotta say it.
All right, how about this? WWE Champions. All right, WWE Champions lives rent-free in your motherfucking head. I don't think about WWE Champions. You do. You probably know way more about the fucking game than I ever will, because you're an idiot. You're an obsessed loser.
I gotta get it off my chest. All right, if you're someone who purposely only attends my content
Hey, Popispot.
to see me suffer, all right, get a life.
Get a life.
Really, get a life. Just stop. Reassess what you're doing. There's a point where, yes, you want to see me be challenged, but if you're someone who's only here for the negative, toxic
Thank
shit,
you, Meow, for that.
you really need
for
to improve
Jasper.
your own life. You need to look in the mirror and say, "Oh my God, what am I doing? Seriously, what am I doing with this time that I have on this planet?"
What are you doing, dude? Well, you're fans saying they're watching you play video games. So what's the difference for us? Is that a swastika in the background? On the lantern? That's crazy, dude. Yoshi's so problematic. Now, where are they doing? Hold on, I'll look in the mirror. Alright, I'm looking in the mirror. What am I doing? Right now I'm playing Yoshi's Island. While making fun of something that DSP says, while talking to a bunch of very fun and very funny people. Sounds good to me.
That you think that just being someone who wants to hurt someone, and you get revelry in that, is a valid use of your time, you're sadly mistaken. You really are. And you're not helping anyone on this planet. You're actually hurting.
Is he helping anybody on this planet? How's he helping people on this planet by playing video games online? None of us on YouTube are helping anybody on the planet, unless you do, like, I don't know. There's probably a bunch of specific things where you actually do help people play on YouTube, but none of the gaming side of YouTube.
Human society with a mindset like that. You are. You could be doing productive, constructive, positive things with your life. Instead, you're sitting here wasting your life on toxic, hurtful shit. And you have to stop.
You have
Really,
to stop.
Get some help. You need it. And this is not me trying.
It's the meme. It's that the black dude. You guys know what I'm talking about. Stop it. Get some help. DSP just said it, but he was serious. That's pretty cool, dude. I'm glad that DSP cares about us.
Trying to be insulting. This is me
Was it-
actually being real.
is that
with
actually
people
Michael
out
Jordan?
there
I
that
always thought
feel
it looked like
over the
Michael
years
Jordan.
have stalked me both on the internet.
Okay, first of all, I always thought it was Michael Jordan, but I never had confirmation. And then if I said it was Michael Jordan and it wasn't, everybody'd be like, Blooper thinks that all black people look the same. First of all, I am one of the biggest basketball fans on the planet. Guess what? I watch the European Basketball League. I'm a massive fan. Let's see, what else? I watch the Olympics. I watch the Eurobasket, which is the used to be biannual, or how do you say, like, once every 2 years? Because biannual, I mean once every like twice a year. I watch the you know what I'm talking about. The EuroLeague. I watch a lot of basketball, dude. I have watched many Michael Jordan games over my years on YouTube. Watched many games from all types of teams. So I don't want to hear any BS in the chat about Blooper said the black dude. It was Michael Jordan. Yes, I thought it was him. But guess what? I didn't have confirmation until now. So I will let it be known. That's Michael Jordan from now on.
And in my real life to try to hurt me for literally no justifiable reason besides they're fucking crazy. Stop it.
I'm both a weeb and a Euro weeb. Yeah, that makes sense. Mostly central, probably the central part of Europe.
Family members, friends, whatever you need to do.
It was a Michael B.
professional,
Jordan.
You gotta stop with this shit. It has to end at some point. It can't just be, I will waste all of my time trying to make Phil miserable.
I thought it was
not
Michael
getting
Jordan, but I
anywhere.
didn't know for sure.
Has your life significantly improved since you started acting like this? I don't think so. In fact, I would argue for most of you, it's probably gotten worse. You have to stop with this shit. We have a community here of people who like what I do. That's what they're here for. And by the way, these are the people who support me every day.
No, I
which is
never
why
looked
I'm able
up.
to still put out the quality of content, the positive level of content that I do. We don't need you. We don't want toxic people who are here just to shit on everything and say everything sucks, say everything's wrong, that Phil should suffer. You have problems, and you need to seek solutions to those problems. I actually feel for you. If this is the kind of person you are, and this is how completely
Thank you, DSP. He feels for
overcome
me.
and obsessed you at this point. Like,
I'm sorry that DSP has overcome and obsessed me. And ladies and gentlemen, if you look at my channel, you may think that's true. I have no argument actually against it. I'm obsessed. All I think about is DSP, 24/7.
seriously,
He's my
you
wife,
need to talk to
basically.
someone. As
You need to
someone
talk to.
who at one point in my life was overcome with negativity and toxicity when I was part of the Street Fighter community, and then as someone who subsequently
I'll tell you what the chat's saying. He's right. The hate stems from unhappiness. Real talk, Phil. Trolls need to see a doctor. Real talk. That was in the wings type though. I love what you do, Phil. Sadly, they won't listen. If you are being toxic, get out. You know that's not going to stop. But tanking through would be a solution. Sucks, but what else can you do? Trolls have serious issues. Don't fuel them. Phil laying down the law, DSP Joker. I wish BetterHelp wasn't a scam. Don't you see the pattern, guys? He rants so you guys feel sorry for him so you donate more.
later in life became depressed. All right? I can tell you that it may seem like there is no way out, that there's no one who cares, that there's no one who loves you. I've been there. All right? I've personally felt those feelings.
Exactly, Manuel.
You can get help. You can. But you need to stop with the toxic behaviors. You absolutely need to. Because this is getting you nowhere. To sit here on a stream.
And look at this. I'll pull up DSP for a second. Look at this. Nathan Smith gives $100 in British pounds. Hey Phil, hopes this helps. And right above it, some guy was saying that, don't you guys see the pattern? He rants, so you guys feel sorry for him, so you donate more. Very funny situation. And yeah, we all need therapy because we laugh at some idiot on the internet. It's just like how a bunch of people watch 90 Day Fiancé or My 600 Pound Life. And they discuss the people on there. They do streams about it. They do watch parties. They should go therapy. And they will become better people. All millions of them.
Of a streamer who's playing Elden Ring and complain the entire
Yeah, and DSP's literally all alone. He doesn't have anything.
time saying your stream's boring because you're succeeding is like, what planet do you fucking live on? Where every moment someone should be in pain and suffering, and this is a good
Shut the fuck up, dude. Seriously, with this pain and suffering shit, when there's stuff happening in the world, and Syria, and fucking Ukraine, and all this shit, dude. Stop talking about pain and suffering. You're playing a video game. People want you to die in the video game, and to get mad at the video game. And he calls it pain and suffering. No, I haven't seen it, Parma. I'll have to watch it, though. I used to be all caught up on the Lauren Armstrong lore.
thing. Like, how do you feel? How do you feel not a moment of enjoyment when someone else is doing something that's good for them or they're succeeding in life? How?
How is succeeding in Elden Ring succeeding in life? I'm very interested to know. This dude's bouncy as fuck. I didn't fall for his trap this time. How is someone succeeding in Elden Ring succeeding in life? I'm very confused right now. And I feel like DSP isn't going to give me the answer that I need.
How? I just don't understand that. I don't. Because
Oh, David, what about that? What about when he said, yeah, he called everyone a pussy. because they wanted him to move on from a boss. They're like, Phil, move on and go have a fun, positive time, and call them all pussies.
Gotten out of that portion of my life, and I'm in a part of my life now because I pushed myself out of that negativity and that toxicity. I got to a point in my life where things are great. I love my wife. I love my life that I have here
Your
with her.
stupid ass
You know
wife.
what I mean? Like, I love my job. I love everything because I pushed through tough times in my life. I sought the help that I needed. I got
What
out of
help
the
did he
darkness,
get?
and
Did he go to a therapist or something? I don't recall that ever happening.
now here I am having a great life with a great audience and with a great family. Okay?
Please
you
be a
can too.
checkpoint.
I swear to you, I believe with every fiber of my being that you can actually have a good life too. But you need to stop
I'll look it
being
up,
toxic
Declan.
to everyone else around you who's got something good.
Okay. So if you make fun of DSP, you're toxic to everyone else around you. I'm not falling for this fucking trick again. I'm gonna go get some eggs and I'm just gonna throw it. I'm not falling for it. So apparently, yeah, we are toxic to everyone around us. That's horrifying. I'm toxic to my mom and my father. And the people who make content that I like.
You have to stop with it because it's actually just going to hurt you way worse than you even imagine. Seriously, it's just going to pull you down further. When you surround yourselves with people on the internet who have the same mindset of negative, toxic hate, you will not escape that mindset. You will be there forever until you find a way
Checkpoint. Let's
to
go,
pull
baby.
yourself out and say, I'm going to do something better with my life. Really. This really, when I see this behavior, it shocks me and it scares me that there's so many people.
I scare him. I scare him by doing my Yoshi's Island stream, where I react to a 40-year-old that says that he's physically hurt by playing a video game. Did I miss one?
That are in that.
God damn it,
stuck
dude.
in that,
I'm not gonna go
genuinely
back though.
Stuck in that mindset.
How many lives do I have? Well, I have
It's
3.
bad,
Maybe I will go
you know?
back.
It is. It's very bad, and I would hope that you would be able to do better for yourselves. You know, and I hate to say it, it's sad because there are people who prey upon people like this.
And so you guys know, for those of you who weren't here when I said it, this is a 100% run. But what I usually do is I defeat the game first, then I go back and collect what I try my hardest to collect everything. But you know, if I miss something, it's no big deal because I'll just go back after I finish the game. That way I don't get burnt out of like a stage. You know what I mean?
The negative shithead content creators who are out there only to make a buck for
Oh, it's
themselves.
outside
and they
the
don't care
fortress?
how
God
they
damn
make
it.
the bucks or who they hurt or who they use along the way. Because that's all it is. They're just using their audiences. They're rallying toxicity.
exactly,
They're rallying
focus,
these
bud.
negative stereotypes and conspiracy theories to get attention out of that audience so that they can get over and either become popular or make money or both. And it's wrong. It's absolutely wrong, and YouTube should not allow it.
Hey, what's up, Grateful?
Twitch should not allow it. Yet it persists, right? It's messed up. It really is.
No, it's
And
this bitch.
It just needs to end at some point. And after seeing it yesterday firsthand on stream, I was actually shocked. And I was like, listen, if people want to see some challenging stuff at the end of the stream, fine. Why didn't we just say that, right? Instead of sitting here on my Elden Ring stream and the entire time saying, this stream sucks,
Dude, it's Kirby.
boring, I'm not going to support, this is terrible, why not? So this guy does super chats, and now he comes in and starts insulting me. Fuck you.
Hey, Darkman Lord. He said, how do you scare him? With your tentacles? Exactly. Well, you have to remember that I am very slimy. I'm a very slimy person. Because I secrete mucus that covers my skin. So imagine that and like 10 legs coming up to you. Yeah, that's why I scare DSP. But thank you for the super chat, Darkman Lord. I appreciate it.
I say, hey, Phil, we understand.
He's talking about me, subject. He's talking about me specifically.
You have to do Southern Limb Grade. It's very important. You need the items. Maybe at some point, the last half hour of your stream, could you go back to Caitlyn and just give it a shot?
Come on, Alex.
That would be kind of interesting, don't you think? Just to give it a shot. No one said that. Instead, you sit here bitching. Oh, you suck. This stream sucks. This playthrough sucks. You have a brain, fucking use it, right? Make a constructive suggestion. Because if someone had said that, I would have been, okay, I came up with the idea myself. and then the last 20 minutes of the stream were actually quite fun. You know, I could go back to Caelid. We can maybe split the time. Go to East Limgrave for half the stream, explore, do easy stuff. Go to Caelid and see how far I can get over there for the second half of the stream. What's wrong with that? I'm down with that.
Then why didn't you do it? Because you're the streamer, so he's the one that should be coming up with the ideas, no? He's like, why didn't you give me that criticism? Well, why didn't you fucking think about that instead of bitching?
But make the suggestion. Don't just sit here and crap on the stream. Use your brains.
Use your brains.
And by the way, this is not the vast majority of people who are acting like this, but it was a good group of, I'd say, probably the people who were dominating the stream chat at the time, probably 15 people who were all being like this. And it's like, you know.
Subject says, you only have a brain. If you like Phil, never criticize him and give him money. And you're correct.
Get out of it, man. You know, if you don't like what you're seeing, fine. Tell me what's a good suggestion. You'll know better than me, you know.
Oh, we got purple Yoshi up.
So, there you go. That's what I have to say about that, all right? I'm very much looking forward to Elden Ring tomorrow.
Yeah, just
I really
let scam in peace.
And you know, I'm going to keep
Alright,
pushing
we're
forward.
on
I know there's
4 or
going to be
5.
an insane challenge going forward. There's no way I'm going to steamroll this game with this one weapon. I know that. Here's what happens in these games. You start off with a weapon, that's good, and it's good for a third of the game, and then it sucks ass, and you got to completely reassess what you're doing because the weapon's no good.
I don't know why I
that's
hit
what'll
these.
happen.
I
I'll
can't
end up
fucking
finding
read
better weapons, and I'll probably change up my build
He's
if I
new.
keep upping faith. Maybe I'll start using faith spells and incantations and stuff. It's going to change. You know what I'm saying? But again, it's all about being mature, polite,
Mature and
and
polite. That's what
intelligent
DSP is,
with
right?
what you say and do.
DSP
There's a
is very
difference between
mature and
sitting here
polite
and
and
saying,
intelligent with everything he says.
Well, Phil, this is kind of boring. Would it be possible to maybe have you
Izumi,
teleport
that's
somewhere more
disgusting.
challenging,
He's
just for, you know, a little bit of the
secretes
stream to see
under
what
his,
happens with this new weapon you have? Maybe you can kick ass in a further part of the game because the weapon's so good. Compare that to this stream sucks, you suck. Wow, this is boring. You're over leveled. You're playing the game wrong. You fucked up. This is baloney. I'm not supporting the stream. Fuck you. You want to talk about two completely different mentalities? Intelligence and maturity versus entitlement and immaturity, right? Like, holy fuck. Grow up. Because I don't want that shit on my stream.
Thank
I really
you,
don't.
Captain Lang.
I'm not going to put up with that shit.
You can do that in the newer games too, so I don't know why I didn't think of that.
And you wonder, oh, why are people getting
I
banned?
appreciate it.
That's why. I'm not going to put up with your shit. You know, I'm here to have a game and have fun. To game and have fun, excuse me. And to try to have a good time with my audience. And that's not, sitting here and crapping on stuff does not create a good time. All it does is make things more toxic. And I'm not putting up with that
More
shit.
toxic.
Here's what you do. If this is you, and you absolutely cannot stop yourself, leave and go to the illegal restreamers who are restreaming the stream and go
I
do
agree.
it over
Come
there.
to me.
That's all they're doing anyway. They're stirring up the morons to do this kind of behavior. So go ahead and stir them up.
I'm stirring you guys up. What have I called you into action for? Everything is right here. It's all in black and white. I mean, I give my commentary, but for the most part, I just let DSP speak and I play Yoshi. You know what I mean? It's not like it's not stirring up when you just let his clips play for themselves. You know what I mean? You let the clips play. People watch, they listen, and they make their own decision. Whatever I'm saying isn't gonna sway anyone. And unfortunately, I think I fucked up.
Stir them up and get the fuck off my stream.
That's a call to
Let us have
tentacles.
fun with what we're doing on the stream. All right? But I would be totally 100% okay with if you guys moving forward wanted me to split my time. Oh, do some of Eastern Limgrave, but then go do something different that's more challenging. I'm okay with that. I actually am very interested to go explore that Poison Lake and that town with the invisible guys and Caleb. I'm down for that. All right? But let's talk about it and let's discuss it and figure out what's good, what's entertaining versus what people are just going to sit here and shit on. Okay? I'm glad we had this conversation. The thing is, I genuinely wonder if anyone will think about what I just said who is in that toxic mindset and will actually take it to heart. I hope so. I actually want what's best for everyone who watches my...
Go fuck yourself, dude. He doesn't wish the best for me, and I don't wish the best for him either. DSP actually doesn't even know me, apparently. Even though OIC was talking about me in his chat. I went into his chat with an alt account named Looper World Order. He had no idea who I was. But yeah, I don't believe this. I don't think he cares about
content.
me.
I actually do.
I was trying to
Phil
unpause.
probably hates the haters and stuff. No, I want them to actually move on and do something productive with their lives, rather than thinking that just being disgusting and toxic and insulting.
Yeah, you know what I'm doing? maybe you working and like starting grad school. Maybe all that is what I'm doing that's productive with my life, and I can fuck around with DSP stuff and play Yoshi's Island.
And is a good way to go through life when it's not, because I've been there and I know it led me to nothing but sadness and depression and darkness until I finally pulled myself out of it, and now I'm in a much better place, and I want others to be able to realize that too. But when I see that kind of attitudes and behavior like I saw yesterday on stream, I was like, dude, I can't believe how bad this is. Like, this has to end. This has to change, you know?
Yeah, it wasn't a conversation.
Okay. So let's go ahead and continue. Let's do, actually, that's all I have to talk about today. Seriously, that's all I had to talk about. I wanted to talk about the schedule and the return of Skyrim, my back injury, which sucks right now, and I hope it feels better over the course of today. In fact, I can genuinely tell you a little bit. It actually, just sitting here feels a little better. It's not great, but I think just sitting here and not moving and straining, it's actually feeling a little bit better right now. Maybe over the course of today it will feel even better. I don't know, but it actually feels significantly better just kind of sitting here for the last hour talking with you guys. We'll see. All right. And, all right, let's get the shout-outs. All right? So let's start off with YouTube side shout-outs. So, first we've got While You Were Sleeping, who did a $1.50 super sticker. And I apologize because when I look at my queue of contributions, it doesn't show me the super stickers. I wish it did, but it doesn't. And that's disappointing because I would like to see what he actually put up. I know he does a lot of different super stickers that are kind of funny, and I can't see it, and I apologize, but I know people probably saw it.
Why don't you look in your chat?
Zoya did a super chat. Says, would exercising or stretching help with your back? It might. The thing is, this is unprecedented. I've never had upper back pain in my...
Because Phil apparently is emotionally unstable. Means we are the same. No in between. You're either positive human or a toxic waste. And you know what? I'm the toxic waste. I'll gladly take that title. I'm living in like a toxic sea. It's where they dump all the nuclear waste. That's where I live. That's where I was born. That's where I'm like this.
My life before. Usually it's lower back pain. So I have
Are you leaving
no
Dark
effing
Man,
idea.
Lord?
I really
if you're
have
leaving,
no clue
have a good night.
what happened. That out of nowhere I wake up with this pain.
I'll be right back.
Sadly, both my
go
mother
make a
and
sandwich.
father have back issues, so it could simply be that I'm going to be prone to them for the rest of my life, and the older I get. You know, I'm going to be 40 years old in a month. It could be that this is just something that's going to naturally happen. It sucks. So yeah, could exercises and stretches help? Maybe. Maybe not, because I don't know what the issue is. Okay? Amazing GT Amazing GT became a member once again. I know they've been a member before. They became a member once again. Thank you, Amazing GT, for that. What I will actually do, let's just quickly check and see where we are with total members. It would be great if maybe we could get some member increases today, considering the drop-off we had there at the end of February, which was unavoidable. It was going to happen. All right, that did count as a new one. We're at 368 right now. So here we go. Here we go. Cool. Thank you, Amazing GT. While You Were Sleeping did another super sticker, and again, I wish I could see it. Actually, hold on a second. So the first super sticker was a weight, a hand weight, like a dumbbell. The second one, I cannot tell what the hell that is. Is that a pie? Or a pillow? I don't know what the fuck that is. The third one is the salt shaker. He's done the salt shaker before. Thank you for the super chats or super stickers while you were sleeping. Incidentally, I hurt my back while I was sleeping. While I was sleeping! What do you know? What did you do to me when I was sleeping? I'm gonna get you, you motherfucker. Okay, I'm just kidding. Zoya did another super chat. Says, ignore the haters. They literally want you to fail. We're well aware of that. Thank you. Nathan Smith, holy shit. Nathan did a whopping 100-pound super chat. And he says, I hope this helps. That will help definitely in the long term here, Nathan. Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate that. Holy crap. Thank you for that super chat. Really. And then while you were sleeping, did that other super sticker that I talked about, which was the salt shaker. Okay. Now let's continue. Let's switch over to the tips side of things. Which, by the way, I feel like since Skyrim now is the main gameplay stream of today, I should remind everyone that if we were to hit the $100 tips goal for today, you will see the epic return of the absolutely ridiculous Viking helmet. And in addition, Jasper Kitty is allowed in the office today. Hi, buddy. He's looking at the hat. He doesn't know what it is. Look at this thing. Come up here. He just flinched. Come up here, buddy. Come see the Viking hat. Come up here. Yeah, come up here. Come on up. It's fine. Come on up. Yes, come on. Here we go. He wants to see the Viking hat. He's like, what is that? I know, it's wild, isn't it? It's very silly. I haven't worn it in quite some time. It would be great to wear it today. If we hit our goal. He has no clue. Sniff it. Go ahead, sniff it. See, he likes this. Anything that feels like fur to him, oh my God, he loves it. He rubs my beard. He'll rub, like Cat has a coat that has like a fur hood, fur lining hood. And it's not real fur, but he loves anything that's like fur. So he's like, oh my God. Lord Shiogarath says, I want Phil to say my name properly, please. Isn't it Shiogarath? That's how it's spelled. How would I pronounce it if I'm pronouncing it wrong? No, don't do that. Oh, he's got my bottle cap. You nut. Don't steal my bottle cap. I need my bottle cap, Jasper. It's very important. Don't steal this. I got a kitty tail in my mouth. Ugh. You knucklehead. You're a silly cat, man.
Yep, Pope Pispon. Why? Dude, it's stupid as fuck. DSP doesn't put the cat bed behind him where it is, and then he's always like, well, Jasper's a cat. He's not going to stay in one place. First of all, that's every fucking cat. No cat stays in the same place all the time. You can't force a cat to sit down behind you. But if you give him a nice space, he probably will. Especially, well, it depends how much Jasper likes him. Because, if the cat likes you, then, it wants its alone time, but it'll come out and sit with you and have a good time. My cat loves playing video games. And by playing video games, I mean he likes coming around and then sleeping somewhere in the vicinity. So he could easily put a cat bed up there. What, dude? He has the neck phone case up there. The neck phone box, and he won't put. Yeah, exactly, Parma. They don't always stay, but they absolutely have favorite spots they prefer. Yeah, my cat, Midnight. I know where he wants to, where he's likely gonna be chilling, and he doesn't like staying in the same spot. But just put the bed behind there, and the cat, if the cat likes the bed, the cat will chill with you. It's not that hard, but apparently it is. What do I know? Apparently I am I'm basically a hate group, and I'm rallying a bunch of people, and I should get help from betterhelp.com, as Piece of Peace was saying.
Shiogorath. So Shiogorath. It's not Garath. Shiogorath. Okay, Shiogorath. Got it. All right. Give him a nice head rub. Oh, Jasper, you're so cool. He's his best cat, man. So, Jasper, you can stay in here with me if you want today. You're welcome in here because Cat's at work today. See, once again, Cat's work schedule all over the place.
And that's another thing that's weird. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, god damn it. I know what time we were at, though. It was like 12 something. 12, 8.
Anyways, we did that other super sticker that I talked about, which was the salt shaker. Okay.
DSP's so weird about this whole thing.
I know. See, he likes this. Anything that feels,
you
welcome.
The cat will meow at the door, and you just let it in. That's what I do with Midnight over here. Like, you guys have heard him meow at the door before. I get up without saying a word. I open the door. I close it back. And then he hangs out in here. And then sometimes he wants to leave. It's not that hard. I don't know why he makes it so fucking difficult. Like, he just locks the cat out of the room the entire time. Jasper's probably happy, though. Jasper probably... It's like, you know those cousins or whatever that you don't want to see? Or like some uncle that you don't want to hang out with? Jasper probably feels pressured because DSP gives him food. So he's like... So when he locks the door, he's like, oh, thank God, I don't have to hang out with that idiot again.
Shay O Gore at Shay O Gorath. You say it like this. Shay
Nice fire paper
Gore at Shay O Gorath. Okay, hopefully I said it right on one of those 400 times. All right. So if we hit the $100 tips goal, we'll see the return of the absolutely ridiculous helmet.
Farmer Beavis, what the hell are you doing?
Jasper Kitty. So thank you very much. And now let's get to tips now, because I actually didn't even shout out a single tip yet. Atlas Telemon did a $3 tip. He says, there's always going to be people in chat that will purposely steer you wrong. Don't forget the silent majority who like whatever you do and they want to see you enjoying yourself. Thank you. And
the silent majority is a fucking detractor meme at this point. Now, I'm 90% sure that guy was a detractor, and don't give DSP money, because it's not, maybe like 5% of the time it results in bait being devoured.
I do. Sometimes I do feel like I need reassurance of that.
That's what I've been saying, Pope Pisspod. Like, I was like, DSP acts super gay with his cat. I act super gay with my cat. But, like, he is so much worse. I don't know what it is.
Especially yesterday, when here I am playing Elden Ring,
NWO.
enjoying the game, succeeding at it, you know. Yes, I one-shotted a bunch of bosses, but they were the optional crappy bosses, you know.
Oh, was
really,
it Atlas
the more
Telemon?
unique bosses kicked my butt, like that.
I didn't hear who he shouted out.
Avatar actually did kill me. And I'm like, wow, it's supposed to be an early...
If it's Atlas Telemon, that's even funnier, dude. I mean, said some of his fans are buying into the whole thing.
Boss, and he beat me.
This is very illegal.
And I reapplied myself and beat him, I think, the second or third try. So,
makes me feel horrible, Manuel.
Oh, how dare you have a good time? That's boring. Wow. So whenever...
Manuel, imagine you go under the sea. And you see people preparing live humans. There's like squids and octopuses and sharks, and they have like little bibs on. They're holding a fork and knife in their fins or their tentacles, and they're cutting up live humans. That would make you feel horrible, right? So that's basically what happens to me every time I walk past a sushi restaurant.
Phil's having a good time and having a good life, that's terrible to you. Well, guess what? Maybe you need to reassess your mental situation, because that's really messed up that you're saying if someone's having a good time, you're not having one. Like, why? And then second or third try? So, you know, I was having a good time. People, oh, how dare you have a good time? That's boring. Wow. So whenever Phil's having a good time and having a good life, that's terrible to you. Well, guess what? Maybe you need to reassess your mental situation, because that's really messed up that you're saying if someone's having a good time, you're not having one.
I've never heard
like,
of Schadenfreude?
I personally now, I've actually learned.
I saw that
to
G5
find
I think Captain Lego Man told me that.
I can enjoy the happiness of others, and that's a tough thing
Jason
for me. Because when I was younger, I was an incredibly jealous person, and I'd be like, man, someone else is doing well, and I'm maybe not. Oh, God, I'm so angry and upset and jealous that they don't deserve anything, and I deserve everything. That was kind of a mindset that I had back in the day, you know? And now I kind of, you know what? No, that's a bad mindset to have. You should be happy for other people when they're successful and when they have, you know, happy things happening in their lives. And then maybe those happy things will come to you too. I have had more good, positive things happen to me in my life since I changed my mentality on life. You know?
Dude, this is just so fucking dumb. This whole concern trolling about trolls, like, I just want them to get better and have a, you know, have a better life. Go fuck yourself, dude. Like, I've talked to a good number of detractors now, and the thing that's always funny to me is that most people either, like, have some job that sounds extremely difficult, they work in some trade, or they have some, like, advanced degree from school, or they're, like, in graduate school, like I am right now, or they're in college in some way, or they're in some trade school, you know, anything like that. So it's always funny when he says stuff like this. A lot of them are married, which is disgusting, by the way.
Tipper to me $1.50 says, we
It's
asked you to go to
massive
Stormville
code.
Castle because you took 2 hours on the Crucible Night boss. We figured you would have a better time there and get some levels and then come back.
Like how happy he was for people that got PS5s early. Exactly. He's very happy when people get advanced copies of stuff.
Or you could have told me to go to Southern Limgrave and Eastern Limgrave where I would have had more healing. And if I went back to fight the Crucible Night boss, I could actually heal myself and kill him. You know, an intelligent suggestion. Instead of telling me to go to the thing that you thought I was underleveled for, and then I beat it anyway because I'm actually pretty decent at these games. Go figure.
NWO, did someone
the dumb
specifically tell
suggestion.
you that?
And the dumb thing happens. You know what they say, you play stupid games, get stupid prizes. Everyone was really dying to see me, you know, die to Murget like 20 times, and I died like 5 times, and I beat him. Everyone was really hoping to see me die to Godric a bunch of times. I died like 3-4 times, and then I beat him on the first shot. The next stream, you know. Oops. Okay, Eternal Napalm is tipped $1.50.
Pope Pispod, wir können Deutsch zusammensprechen. Es wird sehr cool und sehr gut. Ich habe kein Deutsch in vielen Jahren gesprochen.
I am 52 hours into Elden Ring. I am playing it completely blind, just like you. What happens is that for some reason people spoil themselves. You watch a dozen videos ahead of time. They tell you all the secrets and aspects of the game. I get the feeling, yeah,
I forgot everything.
Especially if you're playing.
I only knew one
And
sentence.
then you miss
though.
a bunch of shit, and you're like, I don't feel like this is right. And you go back, you're like, oh, yeah, you missed this, you missed this, you missed this. This is certainly the game where you can miss a ton. I understand that totally. Nico has tipped me $2.
He's a saying
Says,
thief.
I don't agree with these
Yikes.
people. You're right to be angry at. You're right to be angry. The game though tells you to go to the castle first. If you do as you're told, you actually end up over leveled when you go back to explore more. It's a design error. I love the playthrough. So there you go. You know what's funny? I don't think that those lights, the lights of grace, mean anything. I think all it is they're kind of telling you, here's general ideas of where to go for stuff. Because you're right, the first side of grace tends to go to the castle. But if you notice, if you head east, the other side of grace says to go south. And what's south? Well, the Sacred Tears and the other castle, that's completely optional. So if that's not part of the main story, why is the side of grace telling you to go south? Because I don't think the sides of grace are meant to tell you this is definitively what you should be doing. It's just, hey, there's something neat over here, go check it out. And that's what it's supposed
Thank you,
to be.
Manuel.
But I think people are taking it like, oh, this is the actual line to follow on the map to go to the next part of the game. And that's not actually what it's supposed to be. An anonymous $1.50 tipper says, real talk, detractors need to get a life. You aren't a perfect streamer. You have flaws. Completely agree there. Holy shit.
Not a perfect streamer. That's an understatement, dude. How do I have so many fucking videos about this guy? Seriously. If I always say, just go to another streamer that has 300, 400 views. Would I be able to make the amount of videos that I have about them? And if not, then why? Because DSP is extremely toxic.
I never say I'm perfect. I got tons of fucking
Hey,
flaws.
Screeching Possum.
In my opinion, some
You
people
finally
literally
subbed,
never give you
dude.
credit for the times when you're actually right, and it's disingenuous
I appreciate
on your
it.
part. Oh, yeah, well, I mean, I'm so used to that. I am so used to that. That if I do something well, or if I do something better than most other people doing the same thing, I will never get credit for it with those people. Because again, these people are
What
not
does he do
there to be
better?
fair, and they're not there.
What does he do better in any aspect? Gameplay or... Okay, well, I'll give him one thing. So, somebody once asked me. It's okay, Screeching Possum. Sometimes I notice, I'm like, I go to somebody's channel, like Aqua Tier or something. I'm just pulling a random example. I am subscribed to her. But I'll go to a channel that I watch a lot, and I'll be like, wait, I'm not subscribed? What the hell happened? But thank you for the subscription, dude. I forgot what DSP was even saying. I'll say something in a second.
Here to ever see me succeed. They literally only want to focus on me failing.
And somebody asked me once, what is hey Moto, what is what's like the best aspect of DSP? And I have to say, like, completely honestly, this guy has nearly zero redeemed qualities. I will give him one thing, that he shows up to streams pretty much every day. Obviously, he sometimes like he has some kind of emergency, and he pretty much shows up late every single stream. But you know, he shows up. He's been showing up 6 days a week for many years. And that, I mean, that's pretty good. A lot of people couldn't do that. A lot of people would take off a lot more days. He's taken off days before, but could be worse. But other than that, I don't have very many redeeming qualities that I could point out from him.
And that's where they get their pleasure. They get sick, twisted, negative pleasure out of
Sick.
seeing me fail.
It's twisted to enjoy watching him cry about a video game.
It's fucked up. Lord Sheo Garath.
Oh yeah, Jasper's still alive.
Sheo Garath. Lord Sheo Garath tipped me $10. He says, as someone who had...
Exactly, Ed. That was something else that I said when I got asked this. Was, I mean, he shows up every day, but his streams are still awful, so does that really count? I ended up giving it to him. You know, being consistently bad is still better than being not consistently bad, I guess you would say.
Severe depression, I feel bad for you.
He's a great
You're a good man at heart.
Leader.
I truly honestly believe we all have ups and downs. Phil helped cure my depression. I was close to ending it all. Wow.
What is it?
You're my hero. You're a good man. Now listen, I want you to understand something. I will not take any credit, dude. No way will I ever take credit and say, wow, yeah, I did that. That's, to me, that's just a very positive side effect of me doing what I love, is that people tell me that I have that kind of impact in certain cases. I'm not going to take any credit. All I want to say is I'm happy that that happened. I'm happy for you that you feel better. I'm happy for you that you got out of that dark place. And if at any point me or my content helped with that, great. I'm happy about that. But no way did I intend for that. And, you know, that, and I don't think that the things that I do on the internet are important. I'm just being honest. I don't. I think I'm just kind of a guy who dicks around, who has fun with games, shares those experiences with you. And the fact that I've been able to do this for a living for over a decade is insane to me. The fact that people find this kind of meaning in the stuff that I do, it blows me away every time that I hear this. You know what I mean?
That's true.
Thanks for sharing. Although understand that I'm no hero. I'm no crazy good guy. And nor do I think that anything that I ever did was ever intended to have a kind of super positive effect like that. But you know what? I'm happy to hear that it did. And you know what? I'll also say this. Congratulations on getting out of that position, because I know how hard it is personally, because I've been there. So it's fucking insane. It's like a crazy, life-changing epiphany when you get out from those dumps and you realize how different everything can be.
A ton, maybe. Well, yeah. You can say about random person, because the first thing I thought about was Brian Scalabrine, but he brings something to the team, like on the bench. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, he's like I can't think of a player right now, but he's like some dude that just kind of coasts by and doesn't really contribute to the team at all.
You know. Mythical's dead on. It says, you're just a guy who farts and burps a lot. You're absolutely right. Luckily, you guys can't smell the farts, but you do hear the burps.
Dude, that's fucking gross.
Anso Kamaru tipped me $1.50. He says, I 100% disagree with your take on Elden Ring's tutorial. FromSoft has a vision for their games. It's present at all times, regardless of the mainstream status or not. There are numerous signs for the tutorial, and it was pretty hard to miss. Wrong. When the vast majority of people playing the game miss the tutorial, you're wrong. I don't even have to counter.
How do you know
the
it's the vast majority?
Of playing the game missed that tutorial.
How does he know it's the vast majority, though? Has he polled every single player that brought the game?
So you're wrong. Shuey701 tipped $10 and says, hey man, trying to catch some streams while I can. I hope you know there are people out there who just want to watch you have some fun, and they're along for the ride. Keep doing what you want to do, and people won't give a damn. Wait, people who really give a damn about your content will follow you. Thank you, Shuey.
If you throw out every single joke you know, eventually one
very
of them will
positive.
hit.
Thank you, Shuey. Alice Telemont took me another $1.50. He says, shout out to Grog. The private lobby best of 10 was awesome, and you had so much fun. I agree. So
Shout out
if you
to
don't
Grog.
know what Atlas is talking about, by complete
Yeah, Twitter.
and utter
That's
chance,
the whole thing.
Listen to this. Way back in January, when I was playing Resident Evil 4 here on YouTube,
Oh, damn it.
because people were giving engagement to my streams by liking the streams, an old companion of mine, compatriot, in the Super Turbo Pro scene. His name is Grog, and he's from
Hey,
the
what's up,
Midwest.
Paul?
I've played with him in
I
Super
haven't
Turbo
seen you the
tournaments.
last few
I've traveled
streams.
with him before. I've told you the story of how we had a crazy steak dinner together in Chicago that cost a ridiculous amount of money. And he actually was one of the co-op players who I played Dead Island with 10 years ago. Okay? By complete chance, he was searching for survival horror streams in January and came across my Resident Evil 4 stream.
And we have already proven that this is fake. This is false. Because DSP has a 24-hour sub mode. So if someone looked him up that day and then said, hey, I just found you today, then they had to have been already subbed to him. There's no way that a new person come in that same day say, hey, DSP, it's me.
Because you guys were giving the stream likes. I told you engagement works. So he finds it, he comes, he joins. He says what's up, and he's like, hey, I'd be interested in maybe at some point, you know, playing some Street Fighter.
Hey, big ups, Paul.
So this guy does super chats, and now he comes in and starts insulting me. Fuck you.
Paul just said, sup, $2 super chat, sup, playing Elden Ring and work. Big ups, dude. I don't think you've been here, but I've been playing Sekiro recently. I wanted to buy Elden Ring, but since I already have Sekiro and what's the other one, Bloodborne, I was like, I have to be at least one of these. I can't have 3 From Software games, you know, sitting there unbeaten. But hopefully you're enjoying the game, dude.
So finally, after many weeks of delay, I came back to play.
Hey, Carl, I don't know if you're aware, but you're banned, and you're a fucking idiot. Why does he call Grog and compatriot? He uses words just to use them.
Street Fighter.
I don't know why
and
he calls
last
him
night he said,
compatriot.
let's try setting up a private lobby. Now,
Compatriot.
just to be transparent here, I've done this before. I've tried private lobbies in the 30th anniversary collection, and they don't work.
DSP, that shit's been
I would try-
out. That shit's been out for years. How many years has a thing been out for? Like 3, 4? He did the same thing with Forza recently. He played Forza. He tried a certain mode, like a certain online mode, the first day it came out, and then people are like, DSP, why didn't you go back and play that mode? And he's like, well, because I already played it. I played it and it didn't work. And people are like, DSP, a patch came out like day 2. He's like, it didn't work. It's pretty annoying, in my opinion.
Try sending invites. I would try everything.
It's
No
been
one
out
could ever
since
join my
2017,
lobby.
so
They were
5
broken.
years.
Of course, that was years ago. So
5
we tried
years.
it. Lo and behold, it worked. And we actually did a first to 10 challenge.
After
And
5
I think
years,
it
they
went
patched the game.
10-6 in my favor, but we had some really good matches. Grog, even though he hasn't played competitively in quite some time,
That guy sucked
actually was
dick.
doing pretty good. He was doing some good setups, and it was really close matches. It was fun because also I picked a wide
I
variety
like
of
the parry
characters.
system. I
He
think I
changed
like it more
characters
than
as well.
dodging.
It was a really good set. So, if you haven't seen it yet, if normally you don't check out my Street
gotta
Fighter
get down on
stuff,
timing,
I
though.
feel like if you actually check out the set from last night, you'll actually have a good time because it was pretty challenging and fun. And then what we did, we experimented. And we said, gee, I wonder if I invite a few other people to the lobby, will it work? No. We got one person who came in, and another person didn't work at all. They weren't getting the invite. So just as I had expected, the game doesn't work right. It never did. It's very wonky and finicky when it wants to work.
Oh, damn,
But I'm
there's
just happy
something
we got
down
the
there,
first
huh?
to 10 set.
Fuck.
And you can see that here on demand, right here on DSP Gaming. And in the future, we may try to do stuff like that again. Don't know if it'll work. There's no guarantee, but we could try, right? All right. Okay.
There wasn't even
Fungal
anything here.
Tip me $1.50. Says, I appreciate everything you've said today. Hopefully it connects with someone out there. You've grown a lot over the years, and it's great to see. Thanks for years of entertainment and putting in the effort to connect with us. I hope your back improves ASAP. Me too. Like I said, just kind of sitting here, it's not that bad, but if I move the wrong way, it's like, oh, fuck, the pain. And again, the way that came out of nowhere, oh, there it is. Just got a tinge of it right there. The way that came out of nowhere
I
really
just got.
sucked.
Oh, there it is.
I hope that within like a week it'll get better. Like I said, if it doesn't start getting better within like a week, I'm probably gonna have to see a doctor.
Oh, there it is.
It's bad. It hurts. You know. Again, it very is reminiscent of when my lower back was hurting me, and I hope it's not that. You know, it might not be. We don't know. Not gonna assume the worst right away. Well, hopefully it's not, okay? So thank you, Plum Girl, for the tip. Swinging back to the YouTube side of things. Excuse me. Aqualock Bay did a $5 super chat. It says, dude, curious, do you have any figures that are now rare to find? Figures?
Yeah,
No.
like...
I don't have any figures. I'm not sure what you mean.
Figures?
I used to collect
Why
action
say it like
figures when I
that?
was much
I'm not
younger.
sure what you mean. He doesn't know by figures. I don't know, probably some, like, shit that has to do with anime or like, pulp culture figures. Oh, that was close. You guys see that? That was insane. I barely dodged it.
And I still had some of those saved up. If you remember my very earliest days on YouTube, I used to actually show that I had them decorating my condo in Connecticut. Those have been gone for many, many years. I don't have any kind of collectibles or anything like that anymore.
Figures?
At the very least, probably I have some retro games in my closet here, in storage, but very little anything collectibles or anything like that. No, nothing like that anymore. I did at one time, you're right. If you're looking at 10-plus-year-old videos, you probably saw some of that. That stuff's been gone for a very long time. Excuse me. Unblock Phil did a super chat saying, Phil, I believe you blocked my main channel, Kyle Denson. I mentioned another drama channel, and you don't like drama. My apologies. Well, apology accepted. What I'm trying to do right now is decompress my back. Apology accepted.
Okay, got
If
it.
you want to be unbanned, you got to email me at darksyphil@hotmail.com and give me a direct link to your YouTube channel, and then I can look into it and see if I can unblock you. It's the only way I could do it, though. There's no actually way to...
I'm scared. What do I do? I'm gonna fall through if I hit it.
There's actually no way to do it on the fly on YouTube. I know, it sucks.
Wow.
Shell Ryukin is here. What's up, Shell Ryukin? Good to see ya. Someone who I used to play Third Strike against all the time in the collection, actually. And he did a $5 super chat. It says, hope all's well with you. Keep up the good work. Love the Skyrim streams. Awesome. And I love them too, and I can't wait to jump right back in. Nice, relaxing, interactive stream of Skyrim today. SSEE, or SE,
This is weird.
did a €5 super chat. Says, is this the poorly aging lesbian texture pack for Skyrim? Yes, as you can see, I am a poorly aging lesbian. And I am in Skyrim right now.
That's a clip.
Shout out to Lucifer Soul, who tipped me $4.20.
Are they pretend? That'd be funny if they were
WWE
just
2K22
pretending.
off the chain,
Like
dog.
some dude just went through old DSP videos and they show up to his stream channel and they're like, "Hey DSP, this is Eric from back in the day when we used to do Street Fighter stuff." He's like, "Oh, Eric, yeah, I remember you." That'd be a great plot twist.
You know, I would just settle for it to be functional. Because even though previous WWE games had crappy story modes, I still really enjoyed doing The Sims. Around Christmas time, I would do my holiday Sims and stuff like that. And that was really disappointing that the last one, which wasn't last year, it was the year before, so that would have been what, like 2K20 or whatever, that it didn't work at all. You could not do creative content. If you tried, it would crash the game. And everyone said the game never worked properly. That's why people were demanding refunds, and that's why they didn't even make one last year, because the one before was so bad. So, I hope, even if I get this game and we play through the story mode, it's laughably bad, like, alright, but you know what, let's save it, and then maybe when something special happens, we can do some silly fantasy sim matches with created characters and stuff like that. You can always get entertainment value out of those games because of that. And I really hope that at the very least, it's base level functionality so we can do that kind of stuff. Okay? Malcolm has tipped me $7. He says, Phil, I'm sorry to hear about your upper back pain. I was also born in 1982. We're getting old. In your daily routine, are you in the sitting position for a long period of time? Does it affect your posture and strength of your core muscles? Oh, strengthen your core muscles. You see me here all day. Like, you see what I do, right? I'm here all day sitting down, streaming for you guys. Now, when I'm not streaming, I purposely try to get up and move around. So, for example, that's why I take a break. And when I take a break, I usually get up. And I stretch my legs. And I walk around the house. And I'll play with Jasper Kitty a little bit. And maybe then I'll lay down. But instead of being in a sitting position, I lay flat
What do I do if I no longer want to be alive?
on the bed. And I try to stretch out my back and my legs. Okay? I try
And
to purposely
DSP showing
do
us
these
his fucking
things
legs and shit.
to try to take the strain off from that.
Dude, I was at the end. I went back
sedentary
for the
sitting position
flower.
that I'm in this chair all day long. Okay, Now, on my day off,
I was trying to use the wall to
what I
bounce
try
it
to
off,
actively
but I
do
don't
is
know if
go
that's
out
how
and
I'm
do
supposed
physical
to do it.
activity. Like, that's the day I go grocery shopping. I also go out and run errands. I'm trying to move a lot on my day off. But that's 1 day a week. That's not a lot. I know that, and I know that I'm going to have to
Yeah, I'm gonna turn myself into
start
calamari
doing exercise and stuff. I've already had some conversations with my parents
all
about
the way
that,
back here.
and
Great.
it's probably going to happen. I don't know exactly when. It's probably going to happen sooner rather than later because now I'm about to be 40 years old. 40 years old. I am a crusty old bum fart, whatever you want to call me. Codger.
A codger? I've never heard that before.
Yeah.
You guys ever heard codger
Yes,
before?
I'm wearing Zelda pants. Yes, I'm wearing Zelda pants. Do you have a problem with my Zelda pants?
Yeah, you're at work.
Do you have a personal problem
Go fuck
with my
yourself.
Zelda pants?
I'm proud of the people that that work that work at
Too
like a
bad.
minimum wage
Okay.
job to
Ladies and gentlemen,
pay
I
him.
think we're
to
good.
pay him to sit here like this.
I think we're good. Yes. All the shout outs have been completed. So let us end the pre-stream. And let's get started with Skyrim. Nothing but Skyrim.
Yeah, go fuck yourself. We're starting this free stream, this other one. I'm not sure if we'll finish it. If not, we can finish it tomorrow. This is one of the ones that we missed on stream. Minor stream. I believe it was this one. Let's see. I believe we missed this one. If it sounds familiar, just let me know. Yeah, not sure if we're finish it, because this one took like 3 hours or something. I had to interrupt it a lot, dude. He's Amber Lynn content. No, Double A. Let me explain to you. Amber Lynn has been awful recently. Awfully boring. Except when it comes to like the weigh-ins. She's apparently been gaining weight again, even though she was losing. I do want to do an Amber Lynn stream. We're gonna do a full Amber Lynn stream, and it's gonna be soon. The thing is that I need to get like a playlist ready for it. You know what I mean? DSP. I don't know if I know you guys can't tell because I am a very put together streamer. But DSP streams, I don't do anything for it. Well, that's not true. I do work behind the scenes to get like the gamer. Dude, I'm streaming from a CRT. Isn't that amazing? I put work into it. But when it comes to the actual DSP content, I don't. I just go live, and then I'm like, all right, we can watch any of these videos because all of them are going to be entertaining. Amber Lynn, nowadays, yeah, we're gonna need a concentrated effort for me to do some curating. So I'll make a playlist, and we'll watch Amber Lynn soon. It's called retro, Almighty Fraga. It's not an outdated setup. I'll never get over the fact that I can stream from a CRT. That's amazing, dude. I didn't even know this was possible.
All right. What is going on, everyone? DSP here, and welcome.
We're gonna have to do that at
Stream
time.
Podcast. Today's March 1st.
Yeah, we're doing
2022.
Double A.
That's right.
See, Double A, that's another reason that I want to do it like this, is because to teach people, since this is a DSP stream, and we had new people all the time coming into here that don't know as much about DSP, but for Amber Lynn, more likely than not, people are gonna only know basic stuff about her. So if I can set together a playlist, it would probably be better that way, in my opinion. Retro equals outdated. Almighty Frog, get out of here, man. Froggy, you're streaming from an emulator. Disgusting. Imagine streaming from an emulator.
We are entering in a new month of gaming goodness.
Yoshi's Island from an emulator.
Elden Reek. Excuse me.
How do you even stream from it? I need to do a video about this. But basically, I'm using the video out of the CRT. So there's the video in. I put the Super Famicom in there, and then I use the video out to an upscaler, which goes to a capture card, which goes to the computer to Streamlabs.
Elden Week is over, and we are back to normal business.
Oh no, I like emulators a ton for preservation purposes. I'm just kidding. Me and Fraga have a what do you call it? A rivalry going on right now over Yoshi's Island.
Business here on the pre-stream podcast, as you can see.
The PC port. I'm sorry.
Coverage continues. The discourse continues. Elden Ring really still is the biggest thing being discussed.
Yeah, I'm
on the
streaming
internet.
from Critical
It's
Race
very interesting
Theory.
to me to see the different takes about the game because I've never seen some of the takes that I'm seeing. I feel like up to now, these FromSoft games have been ultra popular within a hyper-focused group of people, and now Elden Ring is the first one to really branch out and have insane amount.
I hope everyone can remember that Fraga also ended a level with 7 points. I'm not even done with this level. I have 62. This dude ended the level with 7 points. Alex, I have no idea what you're talking about. There are no nerds here. This is a jock-only stream. I'll name my next stream Jocks Only.
Lots of mainstream coverage and or mainstream players playing it who have never really delved into From Software games before, and because of that, that is definitely leading to a lot of new opinions and takes on the game franchise that I did not expect. Hate to say it, but typically when it comes to FromSoft, they usually get their butts kissed 99% of the time, and it's interesting to have some variety. Not to say that I feel that every opinion is valid. I feel that some of them are way to the one side or the other. We'll talk a little bit about this morning, as I'd like to give you guys an updated opinion on the game now that I've played it for 15 hours, okay? But, new month, all right, and there's a lot to talk about today on the pre-stream podcast. I'm coming off of a day off, a break, so we'll do a Phil's day off segment. It won't be a super lengthy one today, but I got a couple things to mention.
Oh, god damn it, dude. I should
New month,
listen to my
new members goal. Now, as you can see, members have gone way down.
God damn it.
Before my day off, we were around 390, and it froze there
now
for
my
about
point's
a week.
gonna be looking like
and
frog.
we basically got no new progress with members at all. It just froze around 390. I tried as hard as I could to motivate people to become members,
Not a
and
week.
it didn't work.
Stop
We froze, and we never hit the goal of 400 for the month of February. Okay? Now, February was a shorter month. In addition, we had only been playing Elden Ring here for a few days, so it's kind of hard to say if it was a normal month.
No,
we
I still
would
got it. I
definitely
still
not
got it.
hit the goal. I
Let's
don't
go.
know.
Fuck.
It's kind of annoying that we stagnated like that, but it is what it is. Now, for the month of March, we've dropped a ton of members. You're like, well, what happened? Well, if you don't remember, at the end of January, there was actually a rallying where within the last few days of January, a lot of people became members, and when we hit the goal, that locked in for that fun Game Pass marathon that we actually did in February.
Game Pass
reward.
marathon.
But what
As
happened
everyone
was
knows it.
that rallying of members expired yesterday when I wasn't here. So obviously people are not going to come to DSP Gaming and renew their memberships when I'm not streaming, right?
Gotcha.
If anything, perhaps today we'll see some people coming back to the streams in order to renew their memberships. So don't worry about this. It's actually not a big deal at all. I would expect over the course of March, with all the amount of stuff that we're doing right now, Elden Ring is the major focus, but there will be a variety of games starting this week now. Last week, I know we did Elden Ring 3 straight days.
I'm not even gonna
that
try
is
to
now
flutter
over
jump
with.
there.
All right, we're gonna alternate. All right, between things such as
Edton, can you answer me a question? The ending is right there. The ending ring is right there. I go there any second I want. But unlike some people, unlike green people, I'm gonna play it the right way. Hit him in the back.
Horizon Forbidden West. Yes, we're definitely continuing on with that. Despite the fact that it seems like it isn't resonating with all of my audience, I want to continue the game. I like it. I think it's quite a good game, and I can't wait for more. So that's continuing. Pokemon Legends Arceus, which we're actually playing as the late stream tonight. We're already in the 4th of 5 worlds of the game. Did some good progress in the fourth world. Looking forward to more of that tonight. As well as Skyrim Anniversary Edition, also known as Skyrim After Dark, which we're doing as late streams. People really enjoy
called
that.
it Skyrim
So I hope
After
that
Dark?
you guys will
No one
join
did.
me for all of these playthroughs over the course of the early month. There's also tons of new games coming out in March if you're not aware. Gran Turismo 7, WWE 2K22,
I'm sorry, I shouldn't have mentioned his skin
the
color.
new Kirby game, Ghostwire Tokyo.
Dude, it's dropping
Just
my
among a
inputs.
few off
I'm
the
not
top
even
of my
lying
head,
this
'cause I
time.
know there's actually more than that too. But those are the some notable games coming out this month that I'm considering covering. In reality,
Hey, Zion.
here's really what's going to determine what happens in March. How far I get in the existing games we're playing, okay, and your feedback. Because the thing is, if we're playing all these games, you guys are absolutely enjoying them, and you're saying, just keep playing what you're playing, you know? I get the feeling a lot of people, now that I'm not playing Elden Ring every single day, are going to be like, Phil, oh my god, play Elden Ring as much as possible. So then when a game comes out, people are going to be like, you know what, just don't play the game. Play the ones you're playing. We want to see more advancement in the games you're playing. Why are you going to take on new games now, you know, when you're still juggling so many? And that would be valid reasoning, okay?
Yeah, green lives matter.
On the flip side of that, maybe not. Maybe
Yeah, I'll
people
throw a
will be
curveball.
clamoring for
Thank
new
you,
games
Ed.
in March, and will want to see the new games, and won't care that it's going to now extend the length of other existing playthroughs. I guess we have to see what happens, right? In reality, I don't know how long Elden Ring will take me to beat. I don't know how long it'll take me to beat Horizon. I don't know how much further until I beat Pokemon Legends
I don't know what
Arceus,
you're supposed to
or
do.
Arceus,
You gotta
excuse me,
jump?
You know? I don't have the answers.
But I'm
'cause I
scared
don't
to
spoil
jump,
myself
dude,
on these games and
'cause I'm
look
gonna
up,
die
it takes
here.
this long to beat it and stuff like that. In addition, if you haven't noticed with Elden Ring, whew, with some of the
I don't
bosses
know
that
what
I've
I'm supposed to
really stubbornly taken on early when a lot of people have skipped them.
Use
It's
the
kind of
spring to jump.
interesting because my playthrough's 15 hours long, and if you cut out the boss fights that I got stuck on, arguably
It doesn't seem
probably
very
6 hours
helpful
of that
here.
was the boss fights. You know what I'm saying? So it could end up being an insanely long playthrough for me. So, let's see what happens. But I'm excited. Here's why. New month, right? We're starting fresh. Excitement around the content right now. I can tell you guys.
He aims for you.
Taking a look
He
at
aims
this
for
weekend in
you.
the Elden Ring, you know,
God
gameplay
damn it.
as well as the
I didn't know
streams
he
and
aimed for you.
the performance of everything here on DSP
Alright,
Gaming.
I'll get first try.
Wow, I couldn't ask for anything better. Viewership really up.
Obviously. Fraga didn't know this because he didn't even attempt to get any of the flowers. So he had no idea. He never even attempted this part. So I don't want to see him saying anything in chat.
Like, not even like, oh, a little bit up. Like, significant, huge jump in viewership since I started playing Elden Ring. And that, of course, is going to result in a lot of benefits, including increased
Alright,
engagement.
you guys ready
It's
for a
very,
pro
very high.
gamer move?
People are liking the videos. People are leaving comments. People are liking the streams. Which
Let's
is
go.
excellent.
Easy. Easy
And
clap.
of course,
Can we get
also,
some easy
subscriptions
claps
on
in
channel
the
skyrocketed.
chat, please?
Just this weekend, since I started playing Elden Ring, almost 200 new subscribers and climbing in just 3 days.
First
and usually
try.
I only get 500 in a month, and I got 200 in 3 days. You see? So welcome to those of you who may be newcomers to the streams and or newcomers to my videos. You may be someone who maybe has been away for a long time. You came back to start watching my Elden Ring coverage. Or you could just be someone who just wants to see Darkside Phil play Elden Ring. You haven't really been around before now. Welcome, welcome. Remember, when you subscribe, you can talk in the chat. It's a major reason why most people subscribe, because they want to be able to talk on the streams.
When?
Okay?
24
Sorry
hours?
about the sub-only mode. Definitely needed to stop the trolling around here. And as you can see, the streams work a lot nicer because we don't have that crappy spam element of trolls coming in here because of the sub-only mode. So, okay. So, new month. Feeling good. Feeling
Exactly,
refreshed.
Zion.
Feeling excellent for today. All right, let's briefly talk about the schedule. And then what I'd like to do, like I said, I have 3 things to talk about. Phil's day off, my thoughts on Elden Ring up to now, and some gaming news segment about Capcom. Oh my god. If, like, Capcom...
And you guys are disgusting because you want to see me hurt. You want to see me physically hurt by playing Yoshi's Island. And I hope you guys, like, seriously, I want you guys to be happy. So please get some help. Please get some help, man. It's not okay to want to see somebody get physically hurt.
definitely is a company that's had highs and lows. And although I feel like with Resident Evil right now, they're at like an all-time high, I feel like when it comes to their fighting games division, I actually don't think they could be much lower besides
Okay, you guys want to see? You guys want to see? I'll play like Fraga, and I won't try to get anything at all. And you'll see how easy this game is for a pro level gamer. And then I'll go back and do the level the right way. Poke Pisspot, I haven't noticed, but if I pay attention, I'm sure I will. Okay, I will.
Insane drought of fighting games that they had in the early to mid 2000s, leading up to the release of Street Fighter 4, which reinvigorated everything.
I
think they're basically the second worst position right now than they've ever been, and an insane decision.
No,
that they
I'm
have
sorry,
made in
I can't go for the
hours.
flowers
Like
anymore.
It's a little over 24 hours now. Excuse me. In regards to their competitive scene, which in reality is the only major scene they have when it comes to Street Fighter right now, because Street Fighter has been played less and less by casual audiences over the last several years.
I don't want that.
To the point where really
I'm still gonna get it, 'cause
competitive
I'm
scene
addicted.
keeps Street Fighter alive, and now they want to shoot themselves in the foot over that too. So we'll talk about that.
Never mind, I can't stop, but I'll
My God.
almost
I
stop.
really can't, I seriously I'm shocked and I can't believe the news.
Oh fuck.
All right, so let's get to it. First of all, let's talk about the schedule. This week, the new month, we get back to the variety schedule. For some of you, this is great news. You're like, oh, good, it's not just Elden Ring
I
nonstop
can't do it,
anymore.
dude.
I
How
really
does
don't
Frogger play
Elden Ring
like
that
this?
much." For others, it's basically, well, I really like Elden Ring, but I understand that Phil has to go back to his variety formula, okay? As I've said many, many times, you can please some of the people all the time, some of the time. You can't please everyone all the time. You just can't. And because of that, I know no matter what I do, someone's going to be disappointed, all right? With me, I really enjoyed playing Elden Ring for 3 straight days. But after 3 straight days, I need to do variety, especially because I'm really missing those interactive late-night chill streams that we were so regularly doing. You know, whenever I play games like a Pokemon Legends Arceus or Skyrim, we have a really fun interactive time. And I feel like we were missing out on that playing Elden Ring. If you remember, when I was playing Elden Ring on Sunday, some people were actually trying to talk with me and have a fun conversation, and we couldn't do it. The game is so attention demanding because of its hyper difficulty level, as all From Software games are. You can't just casually play Elden Ring
I didn't even see that down
to
there.
succeed and survive.
Oh, wow.
I'd be like,
I
I
forgot
start
I'm
to answer
not
a
supposed
question,
to get
and immediately
anything.
a million enemies sneak attack me. And then when I'm done surviving and fighting, I'm like, oh, what were we saying? Okay. So you see, what I wanted to say was, and then a giant guy jumps out, like, and that's how the game is. You can't really have an interactive session of Elden Ring. You just can't. It has to be about the game. All right? So, that being said, I'm happy that the variety is returning. Okay? But again, I apologize to those of you who are absolutely loving the Elden Ring coverage and want more. There will be Elden Ring every other day as a major stream. There will still be Elden Ring major progress, okay, over the course of the week. But I can't just be here playing Elden Ring nonstop, especially when I had other ongoing playthroughs like Horizon that I was very much enjoying, and yes, there was an audience for. Horizon, even though it wasn't getting, 400, 500, 600, 700 viewers a stream like Elden Ring is getting, Horizon definitely had an audience. And it was a good audience of interactive people who were enjoying the game and wanted to have a fun time with me, you see? So, let's talk about the schedule for the week. Today, it's Elden Ring. Yes, I decided I did want to do a major stream of Elden Ring first thing back from break. The thing is with this game is that it is ultra challenging. It's fun. Does it have shortcomings? Yes, we'll talk about some of those on the pre-stream today because I feel like the game is being overly defended by people as usual. This is not something new. This is something par for the course for FromSoft games, where anyone who throws any criticism at a FromSoft game gets lambasted by the hardcore fans.
Sent to jail.
How dare you, blah, 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 get good and blah, blah, blah. But we'll talk about that this morning, okay? But I wanted to play more of it. We ended Sunday night's late stream at a really critical point. We're in a boss fight, a good boss fight. And more, we're at the end of a major dungeon. I'm curious to see what happens when you beat this dungeon. Does the game open up any further? What happens? I don't know. And I want to see. We're right there. I want to go back and I want to play this right away. I don't want to hold off several days before we get back to Elden Ring with the way that we ended it, okay? So it is a major stream today. All right. I hope you guys are excited for 3 plus hours of Elden Ring progress. Yes, we're going to beat that boss. Yes, we may go back and explore more of the castle. There's at least 1 to 2 other ways I didn't go yet in the castle. I don't know if there's anything useful there or not. I'm hoping to gain a few levels today. I really want to start using this golden halberd that I got from killing the tree sentinel. I get the feeling that most people finally, like, kill the tree sentinel and just move on. But I like, damn, that weapon looks cool. It's a holy weapon. It's a weapon that likely is going to change the gameplay style if it does hit for tons of damage. And I want to use it, so I'm trying to get my stats up there, okay?
Fuck this.
So, there you go. Should be a good time. I'm excited for it. I hope you guys are too. Elden Ring, continuing on today on the main stream. Tonight, the late stream is Pokemon Legends Arceus at 6:45 p.m. Pacific Time. As I stated, we are in the 4th area of the game. We've been there for a few hours. We're exploring. We're catching new Pokemon. We actually got a new ability to scale cliffs now, which is fun, and some of the Pokemon are quite high level and challenging. So, I'm enjoying myself, and as usual, progressing with the story. And we're going to see what happens tonight. Those streams are way more interactive. If you're here to chill and have a good time with conversation, you probably want to come back for Pokemon. You're probably not going to get a lot of that for Elden Ring, okay? Tomorrow, we return to Horizon Forbidden West. Yes, tomorrow is Horizon Forbidden West continuing. For those who've been waiting almost a full week for this game to return, it is returning as of tomorrow. Now, I know people are not loving the game overall on my streams. Like I said, attendance has been quite low when I play Horizon. And it's funny because the people that watch it are like, okay, it's not a bad game. It's not that the game is super boring to watch. It's just for whatever reason, it's not resonating with my particular audience. I do feel that my audience either is looking for pure narrative-based games, you know what I'm saying? Like games that are kind of choose your own adventure style so I can commentate over them constantly, or they're looking for games that are a lot of action, in which case there's a lot of opportunity for me to fail and stuff like that, or maybe like a late night chill stream. Excuse me. In fact, I would even argue Horizon Forbidden West might actually do better as a late night chill stream. The problem is, the game is incredibly long. For those who don't know, this game is really significantly long. Now, obviously you can more steamroll through it if you just do the story. And if you've noticed, when I started playing the game, I was doing more side content. And then when I noticed that my audience was basically dwindling, and people were kind of like, meh, it's not that good for a viewing experience, I basically decided that I would do less side content and kind of focus more on the story. And if you haven't noticed, it hasn't really affected the playthrough that much. I think for about a stream and a half, I basically stopped doing some side stuff, except for the end of the last stream. I remember I did a challenging tall neck challenge.
There you go. Didn't look for any of the collectibles. Finish it in a few minutes. You might be saying, Blooper, you died once. I did. Like 36 points. I did. But that was right at the end. There you go. Well, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it.
Challenge. But outside of that,
the only reason I die multiple times is because I am a completionist.
And actually, the game was quite interesting, focusing on the story. That may just be how I approach it.
Now
and
let's
some people may be
play
disappointed
the
with that.
level
Like, oh, you're not
the
just gonna do a
correct
full
way.
playthrough where you do all the side content and everything like
The
sometimes
real
you do.
way.
Well, listen, there's a couple things going on. Number one, there's not a big audience for this game. You know what I'm saying? Like, it would be one thing if there was an audience for it and saying, hey, please keep doing all this, but there's just doesn't seem to be. It seems like, for whatever reason, it is a much smaller group of people who are interested in Horizon compared to the other games that I'm playing. I mean, even Skyrim is getting a better audience than Horizon. That's a 10-year-old game. You know what I'm saying? So if even a 10-year-old game is beating out a brand new release in viewership on my streams, there's not much I can really do about it. I don't think it's the game. I just think it may be, for whatever reason, the kind of people that have latched onto my content aren't the kind of people who really enjoy this more chill-style game.
Yeah, that was only 2% there.
And again, I wouldn't be opposed to playing Horizon as a late-night chill stream.
Have a good night, Captain
except
Lego
that we
Man.
already have enough for late-night chill streams, and the game's too long to do that. If I made Horizon a late-night chill stream and we only played it maybe 2-3 times a week, like 4 to 6 hours of progress, we wouldn't beat this game for 2 to 3 months. That's how long it is. So, I don't want to have a game that's inevitably going on and on and on and never going to finish, you see? So we have to play it as a daytime stream. Okay? So, let's continue on with Horizon as a mainstream tomorrow. I'm excited to see what happens when we jump back into it for the story purposes and things like that, okay? Tomorrow night, Skyrim Anniversary Edition, also known as Skyrim After Dark, returns as a late night chill stream,
Who
which I
calls
know
it
you guys
Skyrim
like.
After Dark?
Then on Thursday, it'll be more
I'd like
Elden
to
Ring
know.
paired with more Pokemon. On Friday, it'll be more Horizon, and this time it'll be paired with the return of Friday Night Fights. Yes, old school Street Fighter is returning here to the stream starting this Friday night. I know it's been gone for about 3 weeks. If you remember, we took a break because there was so many new releases coming out every Friday that I was playing those. Plus, I was also playing the King of Fighters. So juggling all those new releases, it's been gone for a little bit, but it will return this coming Friday night, okay? And so, it'll be balanced just like that. One day you'll see Elden Ring, one day you'll see Horizon, and then at night, one day you'll see Pokemon, one day you'll see Skyrim, there'll be some Street Fighter thrown in there. That's the coming week. Now, the first major new release, excuse me. The first major new release
Yoshi's Island is more like
of
Dark
March
Souls.
is Gran Turismo 7, which incidentally, I'm not kidding you, look at this. It's actually the giant dashboard advertisement right now on PlayStation 5 is Gran Turismo 7, so they're now starting to hype it up. It's less than a week away. It comes out March 7th, okay? Am I interested in it? Yes and no. I'm interested in it because solely it's a PlayStation 5 major release. It's a game that probably on the PS5 is going to look absolutely stunning, utilizing its new, hardware capabilities. And we've never seen a GTA, excuse me, I said GTA. We haven't seen a Gran Turismo game in a very long time. It's
of course,
known
it's about
to
the
be one of
graphics.
the better franchises
DSP,
that are
the
on Sony
massive
consoles,
graphics
you
card.
see. At the same time, I'm not a car guy. You know that? I'm not into cars. I'm not into car simulation. I will play this game, and I will not know if a car is accurate or not. I will not know much about the cars. You saw me play Forza Horizon 5 last fall, right? And I really didn't know diddly dick about the cars or nothing. I just like driving around and having a good time with you guys. So, it could be good. It could end up being boring. Now, here's the thing. I'm only playing Gran Turismo 7 if someone donates it. I was actually going to skip it, and then a fan contacted me last week and said, Phil, if I were to donate the game to you, would you play it? And I said, well, I'm not going to commit to playing it long term, but yeah, if you donated it, I would definitely add it to my streams and give it a shot and see what it's like. So, if this person follows through with their donation, then yes, we'll try out GTA 7. I said GTA again. I can't, when I see GT, I have to say A after it for some weird reason. It's like, it rolls off the tongue. I don't even want to say that. Anyway, if it is donated by this viewer, as they said they would, then we will check out GT7. Or
don't disappoint DSP.
7. If not, no big deal. We're going to be so heavily into the games I'm playing, it's not going to be a big deal. Trust me, no one's going to be disappointed that I'm not playing GT7. And I'm so emotionally crushed that Phil will not play a car sim game that he never plays. Right? So, let's see what happens with that. After that, the first major release that I'm very interested in playing in March is WWE, which comes out on the 11th. So that's about, a week and a half away. And a lot of people want to see me play WWE 2K22 for various different reasons. A lot of people. Some people are just interested because I used to play every single WWE game on a yearly basis, and there hasn't been one in so long. You know what I'm saying? There hasn't been one in so very long that a lot of people are excited to see me try the new one out and actually kind of review it and let everyone know if it's good or not.
I'd like to talk to them.
Well, this one basically has a lot of new features. There's there's a GM mode or a universe mode. People are saying, hey, what if you simmed your own universe? What would it be like? And stuff like that. And of course, I mean, the real interest when it comes to me doing WWE stuff is either playing through the ridiculously silly campaign modes that they add to these games and or simming ridiculous fantasy matches. We haven't done that now in many years because the games either haven't worked or just haven't existed, right? I used to do this every holiday season. I would do a King of Christmas tournament, a big over-the-top rope 30-man fantasy battle royal. This was really epic content that I used to put out. In fact, with my new format of streaming and everything, I think it would actually go really well. But we haven't been able to do it, It hasn't worked because the games have fallen apart. And now we finally got a new one coming out this month. So am I excited for it? Yeah, I'm curious to see what they've done with it. I just don't know if it's going to end up being something that long-term is going to be something I'll do now, or maybe over time I'll play it from time to time and do fantasy matches and stuff like that. But it may be something that's just kind of a silly thing every once in a while we do.
Come on, Crab.
What I do hope is that the game does actually work well and operates better than the previous ones, and that it gets some traction in my content. You know what I mean? I would hate to buy the game, play through the story, do like one fantasy sims, and then it's like dead, and no one ever, you never touch it ever again. I guess we'll have to see. Okay. Now there's some other games this year that I have this month that I have no idea if I'm playing. For example, this Final Fantasy Strangers of Paradise prequel hybrid cluster mess. I still don't even know what the game is. I played the early beta or whatever it was. I thought that the gameplay in the dungeon was good and the boss fight was terrible. It was a knockoff of Dark Souls.
A knockoff for
So I'm not
Dark
sure
Souls.
how it's going to pan out. Should I play it? Should I not? I'm kind of on the fence.
Yeah,
about
the WWE game needs more polls.
Also this month,
in my opinion.
and near the very end of the month, on the same day, Kirby and the Forgotten Land, as well as Ghostwire Tokyo,
Don't play that
both
DSP,
release on March
please.
25th.
I don't want him to
So
ruin
it could be a
fucking
pretty
Kirby.
crazy,
The only thing that's good in this
giant
world
end
nowadays.
of the month release marathon of stuff. So here's the thing: this month could either be jam-packed with new stuff or not at all. I could play Gran Turismo 7. I might not. I would say I am going to try WWE 2K no matter what. That's definitely a one that I'm going to check out. Okay. But outside of that, Strangers of Paradise is a maybe, right? So there will be ample time, because I know some people are concerned, like Phil, you're already playing so many games, right?
Phil,
You're playing 4.
you're already
right
playing
now.
so
Of
many
course,
games.
Skyrim
I'm
can always
very
go on
concerned.
hold and come back later. But you're still playing 3 new releases. What's going to happen? How are you going to juggle these new releases when you're already juggling 3? You're right. It's a major concern, especially because it looks like Elden Ring and Horizon are incredibly lengthy games. But it's
I hope this guy
looking
gets
to
help
me
for like schizophrenia.
like, number one, I might beat Pokemon soon, within like a week to a week and a half. As long as I'm playing it every other night, I might actually complete Pokemon sooner rather than later. But in addition to that, it looks like there's not that much going on outside of WWE until maybe the end of the month, you see. I might skip Strangers of Paradise, I'm not sure. And if I do, then we can focus on these games all month until the hot new releases come at the very tail end of March. So let's see. All right, let's see how it goes and go from there. But it's going to be a fun month regardless, okay? Now let's talk about a few different things. First of all, let's talk about my day off yesterday in a segment I like to call
Phil's day off.
Phil's Day Off.
Very creative name.
So,
those were
yesterday
even
I was
red
not
coins.
streaming. I had a day off. And for the first time in weeks, the stars aligned. And basically it was a week where like my wife and I could actually go out and do some stuff.
She went
together,
with you
which we
this
haven't
time.
done
She
in
wasn't-
a while.
he wasn't
But
playing
it was just a week
Skyrim.
where like she needed to get some stuff while we were out, and we had an appointment we had to go to actually in the afternoon as well. So it was just like, we got to go out and do stuff for the first time. It's not like we stayed home and I went out and did errands. We actually did some fun stuff out together. So it was great, except for the fact that we had torrential downpours, the heaviest precipitation we've had in like
Oh my
a
god.
long time,
Dude,
and it caused
fuck
tons
off.
of flooding
Dude.
around here. So it wasn't the worst, but at the very same time, we were getting soaked all day, even with an umbrella and everything. It was still pouring rain all day long, and there was flooding all over the place. There were certain I'm not talking like, oh, you went on a side road and it was sunken in because too much water go around. It was like major roads.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think it's time for me to go to bed. It is 3 a.m. It was not a rage quit. It was not a controller slam. That's the Super Famicom. Listen. That's the on and off button. The trolls did not win. I won. I won because I showed them that if I don't look for any of the extras, that I easily win. So, if I wanted to prove the trolls wrong, I would just play the whole game like that. But that's not the kind of man I am. I'm not slamming the controller. It's the on and off button. Look. Look at the screen. Hold on. See? See the screen? Look. Turn on. Alright. For some reason, I don't know why it takes a picture a second to go in. There we go. Yoshi's Island, Nintendo, off. I'll be back tomorrow. tomorrow, might play the Yoshi demo and the Triangle Strategy demo on Twitch at a blooper WO, all as without any space on there. It'll be very exciting. Thank you, Killer Groups. You're my hero. Shut up, Asumi-chan. Have a good night, guys. And I will be streaming on YouTube tomorrow. It'll be amazing. It'll be a lot of fun. Probably not. Thank you to everyone, John Valentine, and everyone else that's here. Alright, have a good night, guys. I know some of you, like Zion, have a good day. You're already up. Alright. 3, 2, 1.